I told them in the strongest of words to just do it.
You see, this is a we just do it kind of show.
You've been watching me since I started.
What is the Dabbleverse exact? What shows are in it? Is that what like the Who Are These Podcast guys?
I can't believe there is something called the Dabbleverse, and it's a thing.
Episode
700.
700.
700.
Number 700.
Are you a boner guy?
Oh, I was a boner guy.
You know what? I miss penis.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who should apologize.
Is it going to be absolutely riveting? Is it going to change your life by any stretch? Probably not, but it's going to be at least entertaining, okay?
By the way, for those people that are in the back, remember to shut the fuck up.
Mattio!
Cuzaroo.
Slapperoonie.
It's showtime.
WATP.
WATP.
Hello, Rubber Dicks and Cuzzaroos, and welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts, the only show that makes fun of Whitney Cummings for her terrible comedy and podcasts, not her rapidly declining appearance. I'm your host, Carl. With me every Wednesday, this is definitely his first time ever being on Rumble. It's Adam Bush. What's up, Adam?
Everything's so different here, but I'm trying to get used to it.
I think you'll be okay. I think we're going to get through this. Producer Chris is with us as well.
Gentlemen.
Please go to whoarethese.com. It's where we get our email address, voicemail number, link to the subreddit, link to our Discord server, link to our merchandise, link to our YouTube channel, and that link to Patreon and Supercast featuring 2 exclusive bonus episodes every single month. I just recorded one yesterday with Blind Mike. We did another Blind Mike crossover event, and that was a fantastic episode. We get more into Julia Fox's wild teenage years. She is something else. The book is unrealistic in every way, but also riveting.
What age are you up to now?
I think she's 16 or 17.
All right.
And she's blowing every single guy, and she gets into angel dust. She becomes an angel dust addict.
Ooh, never tried that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun stuff. So check that out, patreon.com/Who Are These Podcasts, or if you become I'm going to bring up fucking YouTube. Never mind. Don't worry about that. Hackamania tickets are on sale for Hackamania 3, April 10th through the 12th. You can come see all of us in the flesh, performing live, but also hanging out. We just had a great weekend in Atlantic City with a lot of dabblers hanging out, and it's going to be the similar vibe out in Vegas. So go to hackamania.com, use the promo code WATP for 10% off your tickets. Producer Chris, Adam, myself, we'll all be there. We're looking forward to it. Also, we encourage our listeners, give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or wherever you review podcasts, and then shit all over us in the comment section. And today, more than usual, we could really use your support on supertip.gg/WATP since my main income stream has been taken away. So we appreciate if you want to participate and support the show. Supertip.gg/WATP. Today, we'll be discussing Nick DiPaolo's reaction to showing up in the Epstein files, Jackie the Joke Man explaining his experience with Epstein with Chrissy Mayer. Opie Radio is in its now post-Ron the Waiter era, and I'm worried about it. Jim from Jim and Them will be stopping by to discuss Corey Feldman's meltdown in Rochester. Stuttering John and Keanu celebrate YouTube channels getting strikes. Megan brings another round of Is It Gay? We have reviews and voicemails. But first, my channel got struck, everybody. It got struck for violating YouTube's community guidelines, and I want to talk about that briefly. We don't have to go nuts with it. But let's talk about what this means for me and my channel. Monday, Adam and I did an emergency episode. Monday night, we were talking about Opie announcing that Ron was no longer with the show, or at least taking a break from the show because he was bringing up Anthony too much. And we had a great episode. It's up on our regular audio feed as well, with a mini-sode, as I like to call them, because it pisses off Blind Mike. So we got the mini-sode out there. We got the emergency episode. And a good thing we recorded that on YouTube Monday night, because Tuesday morning I get up and I get an email from YouTube telling me that I've violated their community guidelines, that there's a strike on my channel. So I want to show you what that looks like. This is the notification that I get from them. It says, hi, who are these podcasts? It looks like Whitney Cummings' humiliating Daily Show monologue, title of the video, didn't follow community guidelines. To help keep our community safe, we removed it from YouTube. This is what we found. We think your content didn't follow our harassment policy. Content that contains unwanted sexualization isn't allowed on YouTube. This includes, but is not limited to, content that describes someone in a lewd, degrading, and sexually explicit manner, shows how to distribute non-consensual sexual imagery, or content that fantasizes about, threatens, or supports sexual assault. And the nice thing that YouTube does for you, aside from being extremely vague, is they send you a timestamp, is where you can find in the video in question what the issue is. Now, let me just talk about this video real quick because it's already given a pain in my ass for a while now.
Sure.
When we did the original show, this is with Tab, and we had the Whitney Cummings segment. We went into her Instagram and showed when she was saying, these are the words that I auto-ban in my comment section. And then we showed her on The Daily Show with that monologue that was horrific.
Yes.
And the Daily Show stuff was a problem for YouTube because it got taken down immediately because of the copyright violation. Now, that's not a strike. It's just like, no one can see it. We're just going to disappear the video. So I had to go in and explain, to appeal that and say, no, it's actually fair use. We just use clips and it's all commentary and analysis and blah, 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 blah. So that was on the original full-length episode. And I got that overturned. So we got the episode back up.
Right.
Then I took just the Whitney Cummings segment and put that out as its own standalone video. And I had to go through the whole rigmarole again. Because again, it got taken down for copyright. And okay,
And
whatever.
stupid me, I said, I wonder if that's actually Whitney.
Well, you did say that. And I think that as far as Comedy Central goes, or, Paramount, whoever owns Comedy Central, the parent company, they must have something in place that, sees the ones and zeros.
Sure.
And automatically says, nope, that's ours. That's ours. No one else can run that. It'd be too big to police the whole internet, or all of YouTube, I guess. So we put the video up. It does very well.
Yeah.
It's almost up to 23,000 views very quickly, which is pretty good for us. And Whitney Cummings is an interesting character right now. She's getting a lot of shit from people. People are interested in that content. So it's getting a lot of views on it. So I get this notification saying that it's against their community guidelines. And I watch the segment in question. And the segment is Whitney showing the list of words that are auto-banned.
Yeah.
And our buddy Tab goes, all right, here's a fun thing that you could put into the comments. And totally for comedic reasons, uses all the words that Whitney doesn't want us to use. And words were like unfuckable and cougar and what were some of the other ones? Just like all these like insulting terms for a woman who's past her prime.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Botox was one of them.
Yeah, Botox was in there, right. Yeah, so I think Tab was like, this slut probably uses Botox because she's unfuckable.
Yeah, he was stringing them together like one
Right.
would do.
Exactly. So then, Whitney's the one who showed us all of this. Like, we didn't come up with these
Right.
words.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have come up with this.
Yeah, I learned it from watching you.
Right. Yes, old was one of the words that was in there. Rest in peace. So I go in and I appeal the ruling because what this strike means is that for 7 days on our YouTube channel, we can't post anything. We can't go live. We can't put up new videos. We can't do members only stuff. We can't do anything on YouTube for 7 days. So I go in and appeal, and I've done the appeal process on copyright before. So I assume I'm going to get a chance to write up like, hey, this is why I don't think that this broke the community guidelines. I'll do a little research on what their wording is so I can work that into my response. I'm like my own
Because
chat.
she is old and dried up. And...
I'm no, I
all
wouldn't
right,
have written
I'm
that.
sorry.
I'm my own chat GPT. I could actually, figure these things out and express them.
Sure.
So I go and I'm like, yeah, I want to appeal. I hit the button. It says, okay, your appeal's been sent in. I'm like, oh, okay. That's all it is. Now, the appeal, they claim that a human will review it. Now, this is something that doesn't happen very often at YouTube, that a human gets involved. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, a human will review it.
We'll find one, I guess.
Yeah, let's find a human to review it. They'll go, oh, these guys are pretty funny. We'll get right back up on YouTube. I mean, not 3 minutes later, I get the response that says, yeah, we reviewed it, and no, this is definitely against our community guidelines, and you have a strike on your channel, and you're in YouTube jail for 7 days. Oof. And so I was a little bit shocked, but like that's the only course of action is just like click a button, and then they go, nope, okay, great, weird.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt your coffee break.
And I guess the reason why I brought up the fact that I'd already gone through this process multiple times,
Sure.
It's like this video was scanned by all the scans.
Yeah.
It's not like this was something that was put up and immediately they're like, whoa, you can't say this kind of shit on YouTube. You know, it gets nuked right away. No, it was up multiple times, multiple ways, getting tens of thousands of views.
Which part of this was unwanted sexualization? That's what I'm confused about.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm confused about too.
That sounds like a rhythm that just flagged those words. Like you invite George
Yeah.
Carlin to do the 7 words you can't do on television, and then you sue him for saying them.
Right. It's like when they put together that compilation of Joe Rogan using the N-word. It's like he wasn't calling someone that. You know, he wasn't like in traffic and screaming out the window. It was him talking about the word. Like that's what we were doing with Whitney. We were talking about these words she didn't want people to put in her comment section.
Piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
So
Flag
the
that.
idea that a human would review that and be like, oh yeah, these people are definitely violating the community guidelines is bullshit.
Yeah, they didn't.
By the way, that video's up on our Rumble channel. I posted that up on our Rumble channel. So if you find, I got to put a link on our website to Rumble now because now we're getting the Rumble channel going a little bit. I've been late to the game on this. I've been resisting it, but I guess now it's time to get Rumble going, which is where we're on right now live. Thank you all for being here. Okay, so listen to this. Rumble's annoying, as people know. Never mind how you have to get it set up. It's very different, whatever. The thing that's annoying is there's 2 options for the type of video that you can live stream. As far as I can tell, maybe if I became part of the Rumble creator program, there'd be other things I can do. I'm not part of that, but the options are you could have it publicly visible and searchable, and people can see it and find it, and they're looking for it, it'll be there, but there's ads all over it. Or it's private. You can only find it if you have the link, and you are a subscriber to the channel. You'll be able to see it. Otherwise, it's invisible, but there's no ads. So I went with option B. So
What is C? Is there a C?
There's no C.
Yeah, it's Whitney.
There should be.
So yeah, I have it set up so that there will be no advertising during the show. That's super annoying. But the only people who have the link are you fine folks on our Patreon, or if you follow me on Twitter, I put it out there, a Discord, our Discord server, I posted it. So fortunately, we do have a pretty large community in these different platforms. So we're still going. We still have people here watching the show. And if you're an audio listener, nothing will change except for you will hear me bitch about this on a few episodes in a row.
We know.
Rightly so.
Yeah. So you're probably not too surprised.
Is it just me, or does it feel like these strikes are happening more and more lately? Or is it just in this universe?
Yeah, I think it's just in this universe. It's this the DMCA copyright strikes that John, or whoever John's team is putting on Dabbling Doofus and Shuley a ton. Like Shuley got a strike again Monday night. They did it. They did. Oh, I think it was we did Point Dabble Point. That got a strike while I was on there with them.
Right.
And I think they got a strike again last night. Yeah, because I talked to Shuley today. They had a strike again last night. And they're able to clear these up pretty quick. It's wild how it's like these are just frivolous strikes that just take channels down.
Yeah, I assumed this one was John trying to take us down to impress Ashley.
Well, that's interesting speculation that having Ashley on my channel recently could have built some awareness around people I don't want to be aware of me.
Yeah.
Because I'm convinced this was Whitney. There's really, unless there's just someone who doesn't like me, but there's, I don't think they would go with that strike. This idea that it was a harassment violation for the community guidelines is an odd one to go after for me. So it seems because we know that Whitney goes on and argues with people on social media. Like she herself in her account argues with people. We know that she has a team of people who buy advertising for her and run her show. And so there's definitely an entity there that's monitoring social media, that's on top of this stuff, that's monitoring YouTube. So I'm convinced it came from Whitney's camp. Because it's all the words she's offended by.
Yeah.
She told us what they were.
Right.
So it would make sense that she'd be the one to put that through.
In full disclosure, I was in my mind sexualizing her that entire time I was watching it.
Gross.
And it was unwanted.
No,
I
I don't believe you for a second.
I was thinking about this Stay Push Marshmallow Man. It just happened. I don't know why.
That's the day Adam became a comedian, everyone. So any other questions, Adam or Chris? I haven't really talked to you guys about this at all.
I feel like one of them's going to wake up with like a horse head in their bed.
Yeah, I know. It's really annoying. We have to deal with this.
So what happens after 7 days? Does the strike go away, or is it always
No, good question. In 7 days, we'll be back live doing the show on YouTube, and I'll be posting my videos like I do every morning and all the stuff that we do. But the strike stays for 90 days. And if you accumulate 2 more strikes, your channel is nuked. You're donezo. So that's where we're at right now.
We are on the ropes.
Dude, I'm going to turn into Opie. When you start saying something saucy, like, whoa, we're not doing that.
No, hold on.
Either that, or I'll just yell YouTube's terms of service after every sentence. I think that works too. I'm pretty sure that'll do the trick.
Hold on, and just text me again.
Oh, no, YouTube's terms of service. YouTube's terms of service. All right, we'll get into the main show. I wanted to clear that up, let everyone know what was going on with that, because there's some misconceptions out there. And guess who's misconcepting things? You wouldn't believe it. Keanu Thompson and Stuttering John Melendez.
Of course.
While they're celebrating this, I have no idea why these things are happening, but not a surprise.
She's a real American idiot.
Nice.
See what you did there.
Well played.
I'm a comic now, I hear.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Supertip.gg/WATP, that still works. That's one of the reasons why Patrick Melton developed this, is because YouTube could just fucking shut you down. I was talking to Blind Mike about it on the bonus episode yesterday. He's like, that's kind of scary that YouTube, like, we all rely on YouTube so much, and they can just be like, nope.
Yeah, it's like a shoot first and ask questions later kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, Cardiff lost his channel. My buddy Dick Masterson lost his channel. Like, it's just gone. And like, Dick's channel was very large. Tons of video content on there. And they just went, nope, you're gone. Making fun of fat women? Not on our channel. You're not.
Not on this fat woman's watch.
Right. All right. So anyway, supertip.gg/WATP. Chad's missing upper lip. This one came in 6 days ago. This was, I think, for the end of Dabbleverse Live we were doing.
Thanks for convincing me to save the Legion of Skanks and the Dabbleverse for today so you could cover it last Saturday. Fucking Judas.
Oh, welcome to my world, buddy.
I've been trying to be better. Anonymous says, is it possible that Opie's party involved him doing a weekend at Bernie's by propping up his family mummified remains around a picnic table? The Super Bowl party. That's interesting.
I would love to see that so badly. Him with the strings just
a
running
fun
around,
idea.
making all those sounds.
Anonymous says, Carl likes the album Dookie. Say It Ain't So.
That's how he learned how to play guitar.
That's actually a Weezer song, Say It Ain't So. But I see what you did there.
Happy 700 episodes! I know your YouTube is down, but you still have fans, a wife, and people that like you, unlike others. Great seeing you guys in AC. We're on to Hackamania.
The great Hunter Duke and Mrs. Hunter Duke were both hanging out in AC with us.
Lovely people.
Love seeing them at all the events. And I've gotten to the point where I recognize them. And then Hunter Duke told me his real name, and I'm like, dude, I can't remember multiple names
Right,
forever.
yeah.
I can't remember one nickname or handle for people. I can't. It's too much. But I appreciate him thinking I could pull that off. All right, so Nick DiPaolo showed up recently in the Epstein files. And I know about this only because Stuttering John was reporting on it. And
Who ever said that?
I know.
Nobody.
John's the one who broke the news to me. That Nick DiPaolo, now of course Nick DiPaolo and John go way back because Nick was one of the friends on the Stuttering John and Friends tour. And I know he made $2,500 a weekend because John's told me that many times because they're such good friends. That's what friends do. So Nick DiPaolo came out in the Jeffrey Epstein file dump that it seems like anyone whose name isn't in there, it's kind of embarrassing. Mm-hmm. You have no connection to entertainment or anything? Or nope. You don't have any leverage anywhere in life? Like, no. Jeffrey Epstein didn't want anything to do with me. Oh,
I mean, I was asked. I said no. I was asked, though.
Yeah,
obviously.
right. It would be in an email. That's the other thing about these. Oh, whatever. I don't want to get into it. Let's not go too deep on Jeffrey Epstein. Adam, you were checking this out now. It seems like Nick DiPaolo knew his name was going to come out and tried to get ahead of it.
That's exactly right. And we have been down this road before with Bill Burr, and he seems to be taking a similar tact.
As you know, all the Epstein files are coming out right now. And one of them mentions me in it. And of course, the internet nitwits, and of course, people who hate me, the haters are going to be there. But I wanted to explain it because I have absolutely fucking nothing to hide.
Okay. So I understand this so far. All right, Adam. I appreciate Nick DiPaolo as a comic. I've seen him before. I think he's good. I don't follow the political stuff that he does nowadays, but I think he's a good comic. And to say like, hey, I'm in the Epstein files. There's a ton of other comedians that are in there as well. Kevin Brennan's mentioned a bunch of times. Jackie the Joke Man, we'll get into that. So to just say, hey, look, my name's going to be in there. I know there's people who don't like me. I've got nothing to hide. I would do the same thing, I think.
I respect it. I do.
Sure. So then he gets into the details.
Bobby Slayton, comedian, invited me. He said, oh, me and my wife, and it's going to be a bunch of comedians to dinner. I go there. Jeffrey Epstein is there. And Woody Allen. And I'm going, holy shit, I'm the only non-pedophile in the fucking bunch here, right? I'm the only fucking normal person.
Did he just call Bobby Slayton a pedophile?
And his wife.
And his wife, I'm pretty sure. Like, whoa. There'd be a few other people that don't touch kids, right? Like maybe your buddy Bobby who invited you?
Every one of them.
Wow. What a wild dinner that is.
But it does make it easier for you to recognize the problem immediately and then take action, turn around, you walk away. You see something like that.
Right.
So, we had dinner. It lasted about an hour. Yeah, it was like an hour.
Yeah,
Left.
An hour.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't care if it's 3 hours, and it wasn't an hour. Because we're going to find out. There's a long list of people who are at this dinner.
Yeah.
That doesn't take an hour.
Don't bring it up.
Is it Arby's? Where are you going? Like, when we go to White Castle at Hackamania, it takes more than an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We wouldn't spend 20 minutes, more than 20 minutes in the food court at the Borgata.
Right. But this would have to be longer than an hour. And he brings it up multiple times. Anyway.
Also, hold on. Did he claim that he recognized Jeffrey Epstein when he saw him and knew about his previous conviction just from his face? He knew that.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because he walks in, he goes, oh, it's Jeff. Look at that.
Right. And this is assuming that Slayton said, come have dinner with me. And bring your wife. I'm not telling you who's going to be there. And his wife was like, yeah, that sounds fine with me.
And I would imagine that Jeffrey Epstein is throwing this dinner party. Right?
Yeah.
This isn't Bobby Slayton's dinner party. You know what I mean? Because then Bobby would have some explaining to do.
I don't like this feeling. This feeling he gives me as he goes down this.
Yeah. About an hour. Yeah, it was like an hour. Left, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Then on Monday, the following Monday or Tuesday, I get a text or an email. Okay. What was it? Text, wasn't it? Jeffrey Epstein.
I like that he's come in ready to explain this, but he's foggy on the details. It seems odd. It's almost purposeful. It's like, I don't know, it's like an hour or something. I think it was like an hour. And then I get like a Monday or Tuesday, I got like a text or an email. It's out. It's already been leaked. It's an email. You know the exact date that it came in. It's all time-stamped. What are you doing?
It has the same tone as somebody sent me the clip. I don't know where I saw it. You watched it on Reddit. You watched it on Reddit. That's it.
Right. All right. So then he gets into this email that's coming out.
This is what he wrote to me. Thanks for coming last night. I didn't even say a word to him, by the way, while I was there. I kept my face down and.
Okay. He didn't say a word at the dinner party. He went, I'm going to stay with these pedophiles and keep my head down and not talk to them. That's what he did.
That's a weird way to be at a dinner party. So whether they're pedophiles or not, it's very insulting to do that. I'm just going to eat this guy's fucking soup and get out of here.
Yeah, not look at anybody.
Yeah.
Saying, you know what? This is not for me. We're going to go. I'm actually a vegetarian or whatever. That's respectful.
Terrible.
You're telling me he sat down with all of these comics, Woody Allen, and was like, I'm not going to participate. I'm just going to eat, and I'm not going to tell a joke. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit there quietly. So why is he emailing you?
Right. Also, this obviously shows that it was Jeffrey Epstein's dinner party, and it seems like maybe he was co-hosting with Woody Allen. Thanks for coming last night. Woody and I both had a great time. That would imply that they appreciated your presence there and that they were the ones hosting.
The broads were awesome.
Woody and I both had a great time. If okay with you, I will contact you on my return to New York.
Okay, so that's the full email from Jeffrey Epstein. I just want to point out, he goes, yeah, and then I got this email or text from him Monday or Tuesday. So May 8th, this is on a Friday, this May 8th date that he has. And he responded on Saturday. He responded back to him.
And I was shocked that he, so I write back, Jeffrey, thanks. And again, I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to be polite. I couldn't go, whatever. I'm just trying to, I don't want to see or hear from this guy. I said, thanks for a great time last night. It was a real kick meeting you and Woody. The house and the meal were most impressive. I said, give me a little time to process that last part. As you know, you are a bit of a controversial guy. I mean no offense by that at all. LOL.
Now, Adam, I don't know what your take is on this, but I think that this is actually a well-written email back to a known pedophile, right? Because you're not just like, you fucking scumbag. You don't want to eat someone's soup and then like call him out. That'd be weird. So he ate the soup.
You don't eat the soup. You don't
I
eat
know,
the
but he
soup,
ate
and you
the
don't have
soup.
to thank him. You don't even have to worry about the phrasing of the email.
He enjoyed the carrot cake at the end, so whatever. So now he's got to say, hey, man, it's cool that you followed up with me, but you're a bit of a controversial figure. I'd rather not get too many photos taken with you because things are going to happen with you and Bill Clinton that I'd rather not be in that boat. What are your thoughts on this, Adam?
When I just read that, I thought that was absolutely fine. It's his way of saying, thanks for everything, not for me, goodbye.
Right.
More information we'll learn later on when you put that into context of this email. It does read a little differently. I'm not saying Nick is up to no good. I just don't appreciate being talked to like this, and I don't appreciate his kind of like, don't ask me any questions here, because this is not necessary. You don't have to do any of this. He's a brilliant genius comedian, and he is a political firebrand. He does not give a fuck. Right now on his Twitter is Michelle Obama fucking Obama from behind with a strap on. And he's like, well, I couldn't not thank them for the dinner. That was our president. And I don't give a fuck, but don't draw. Why does this person get respect that? Because they're a sexual predator? And I get it. It's business. All right. You don't want to make waves. Friend of your friend, maybe, whatever. Leave it at that. LOL. Mm-hmm. Okay. But then why won't he shut the fuck up like in this next clip?
That's it. That's where it ends. But the other thing about it was, folks, this has been talked about on podcasts and shit. Lewis Black has been there. He's talked about it out loud. There was nothing to hide. Someone I think Slayton put the picture of us in front of a fireplace that we took. I don't remember who took it.
I know who took it.
The next night, after we had the dinner, it was out on the internet. You know what I mean? But I was like, holy shit. So that was my response, and that's it. That's all I had to fucking do. I got nothing to hide here. And so don't when you go on the internet, like I said, of course, anybody who disagrees with my politics, which is a lot of people, are going to pile on. But the other thing is, let me tell you something. Bigger names are coming. And they did worse shit than, be surprised. So that's I just wanted to put that out there. My comedy's my life's an open book. You see what I talk about on stage. I don't fucking I don't hide much, So that's that. What happened this weekend sports wise?
Can we get back to the other thing?
Who made the Pro Bowl? Was it the Browns quarterback? That's wild, right, guys? You guys see that? What the fuck? So a couple of things going on here. First, the throwing people under the bus thing. Oh, Lewis Black, he's on the list. There's gonna be other names that come out. I swear to God. I mean, that's so unnecessary. That is a guilty conscience kind of thing to do.
Totally.
Yeah. They did worse stuff.
Yeah.
Well, all right, you're already naming names. What are you talking about? What worse stuff are we talking about? What did you see?
Oh, you don't want to hear about the bigger names, what they did? Oh, fuck. I wasn't planning for that.
Right. It's like, what do you know if you claim to know stuff? The other thing, too, is very Stuttering John-esque. I'm an open book. You guys see my comedy. I put it all out there. Like, John thinks because he talks about having bloody hemorrhoids that he's like, well, my son changed his name. I would definitely tell you guys that. It's like, no, I don't think that at all. I think you're not embarrassed by your bloody hemorrhoids and that you're shocked and rocked by the fact that your youngest son changed his last name to the stepdad. You're not an open book. You just say embarrassing things about yourself from time to time.
Yeah, and Nick takes it even a step further than John by saying within the same sentence, I'm an open book, so don't ask me about this again.
Right. Yes. All right. Yeah. I'm shutting it down right now. And if you do criticize me, it's because you're a liberal Democrat.
Yes.
That's the only way. The only reason why someone would criticize me is if they don't agree with my politics. So, all right. So that's an older clip. Now we're going to fast forward to a more recent episode, Adam.
Yeah. This was after the files have come out, and now he is hearing some response from his fans about it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, tell what I tell you. Excuse me, I smoked a cigarette before I came in. Yeah, alrighty. Oh, geez, get worse. Hi, I'm B. Arthur. Suck my dick. Real quick, I see people. I posted something, not about the Epstein shit. I posted something on it. There was politics. I was responding. I was told that they're out there. All the kids that have 12 followers in their bedrooms at their parents' house.
Okay. So he's got kind of a nervous intro. He's not really sure how to get into it. And that's right into I see on social media these losers who live with their mom in their basement. That old gag.
I've been told. It's all.
He already knows the profile of people who are, his detractors. He knows exactly how big of a loser each one of them is. So it's amazing how that works. So,
there are victims here in this situation that he's talking about, and he really is not acknowledging them at all with the and the B. Arthur and the sports and it's a serious topic. You're a comic, but you brought it up because of your serious implications. Maybe just be honest with us. We love your comedy. We can tell when you're being honest with us, and this is not that.
No, instead he decides to go on the attack.
You know what? Let me just say this. If you cost me one dime, whether it's a fucking gig being canceled and shit, I'm going to get myself a good lawyer, and I can afford one. And you won't be living in your mother's basement anymore. So for those of you, I addressed it.
Okay. Threatening legal action is such a childish move, first off. And secondly, it's so difficult to prove that a person who posts something on social media costs you money. To create that correlation, you would need the club owner or the promoter to say, yeah, we were going to book you. And then I saw this tweet right here. And that's why we canceled on the $10,000 weekend that we had all lined up for you. And then even then, you have to be like, all right, but are there other offers? Could you have gone to Boston instead of Cleveland that week? Like it's crazy for him to go that childish that quickly. Just be like, and by the way, if you try to say I'm a bad person, I will sue you. Okay.
He's a comic. He doesn't think people are going to, if you're friends with Hitler or a monster, people are going to ask you about it. It now needs to become a part of who you are, taking responsibility for this thing. You don't get to dictate the terms of it.
Right. Wow. He's done talking about it. I think
he's done.
Told us,
he's settled it.
Yep, it's settled.
Okay.
And I'm not done talking about it. So we're waiting for the Clintons to be deposed, or whatever the fuck they call it, going in front of the committee. And we'll talk about.
So again, it's like the other people did worse things. So let's focus on that. Let's get the spotlight off of me. Clintons, let's watch them.
And he's a right-wing firebrand. Mm-hmm. When's the last time he said, let's just let the Clintons speak and I will decide what I'll say after them?
Right, yeah.
Let them take the lead, and out of respect
I'll follow their lead on this one.
Let them go. That's how I operate.
I hate islands. They're so windy.
I don't even like airplanes. What are you talking about?
All right, so you labeled this the worst defense, the worst possible defense for this.
Yeah.
Talk about, even if I had something to hide, with what's coming, Elon Musk name, fucking people who run countries that resign. I mean, you're not even, holy fucking moly. What a controversial dude. That guy will go down in history.
What a
All right, so, Adam, I want to tell you what I went through when I was looking at these clips and prepping for the show. At first, I was like, oh, Adam's going to be anti-Nick DiPaolo because he doesn't agree with his politics, and we're going to have a debate back and forth, and I'm going to say, oh, it seems like Nick handled the situation fine, and it's a nothing burger. Until I got to this clip right here, and now I am skeptical about everything, and I think he did do something, and he does have something to hide. The way that he just said that, and even if I did have something to hide, as soon as you do that, and even if I did,
Oh yeah.
that's such a tell right there. Even if I do have a 2-7, you're not going to go all in against me. Like, okay, all in.
Gambling jokes.
Uh-oh, Adam is muted for some reason. Why is he muted?
Sorry, I was having a Clay Dabbler siren situation.
Okay.
Listen, how do I put this right? If we all need to treat this with respect, and there are many millions of names listed in this thing, and not all of them are accomplices. Some of them are just mentioned. Other people actually had dinner. Other people really did business. Saying your name is in there doesn't mean we can jump to wild conclusions. And if he's trying to get ahead of that, I am for it. Then what the fuck did you just say about Elon and about the Clintons and about Louis Black and how much worse it is? How do you know? What are you talking about? And why is everybody not allowed to ask you those same questions you just threw on to them?
Yeah. Yeah, this is getting so defensive that I'm concerned.
Reminds me of the Opie emergency show you guys just did. He should have thought it through before he got on air.
Right.
Only this is much worse. Allegedly.
So, I was curious because he said he's getting attacked on Twitter as to what's going on there. So I pulled a couple of these tweets so we could see what spurned him going, I don't care, I'm getting on the air, and I'm telling them that I'm going to sue the fuck out of them if they do this again. Can you show number 6?
Yeah. All right, so here's an example. This is his Twitter where it has Obama and Michelle. Happy birthday to the woman who lights up every room she walks into. I love you, Mish. And Nick retweets that with that's because she's carrying a flashlight looking for your balls. I think I left him in here. Now, first off, horribly crafted joke. The fact that he had to do I think I left him in here tells you he knew that it didn't land. Because he had to, got it? Looking for balls with a flashlight? I mean, it's terrible.
Because I can't find them.
Neither here nor there. Let's see what people are commenting underneath this tweet that's getting him all flustered to the point where he has to go on his show. And
it is over 100, maybe, just supportive memes, jokes, people, his fans talking about.
With a dick, there's Michelle fucking Barack.
Nick and Melania. Hold on. What's that? What's that tucked in there by the Dreamer? Someone just posted the email from Jeffrey. That's all they did.
Oh, and there's another one, Riley J.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 people. All they did was post the email that Nick himself already showed on his podcast.
And they did that twice more, or at least one of them did on 2 more tweets. That's it. No comment. They just post hey, remember this.
Yeah, here's another tweet that he put out about ICE and Minneapolis and incompetency with government. And you're scrolling through here. And again, it's all supportive. People who are, Riley J again.
Same person, same thing.
Posting just that email exchange that Nick himself showed. And this is what he's threatening to sue people over?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more to it than this. Maybe we're not seeing what he's seeing, Adam. I would hope so.
I guess so. I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, did you see the way he was covering his eyes? He thinks we don't see all this energy and all this tension that he has, but we do.
Well, I would hope that he's taking this seriously and realizing that there are victims here and that we shouldn't be using this as fodder, especially considering that his name has come up in the file dump, right?
Do unto others. That's all you can do.
Psychotic fuck.
Mom, Donnie's mom.
She's in there? Dallas, you were dating her, were you?
Yeah, it went south.
Of course it did. No, in Middle East.
All right, well, he's having fun with it. But it's someone he doesn't like and showing up in the list. It's like, all right, well, that's kind of fun in games.
For the record, Nick, Mondami's mother is mentioned. She didn't have dinner. She didn't go to an event. She didn't do business. She is mentioned the way the Grateful Dead are mentioned because they went to a concert or something, tried to get tickets. You had dinner with them. You can joke about that, but no one's allowed to ask you or say anything about this. I don't understand why. He's going to have to explain why he gets a pass and everyone else doesn't.
So let's watch someone who handles this a little bit better showing up on the Epstein list. And actually a comic who was at this exact same dinner that Nick was at. So he's got the same type of mentions in the file dump as well. And that's our buddy Jackie Martling. Just appeared on this channel on the Super Bowl. Had a couple of Jackie jokes that Christian Black got for us for the Who Are These Broadcasters Super Bowl halftime special that we had. And Jackie's on with our friend Chrissy Mayer. Chrissy Mayer's interviewing him about this. And he handles things a bit differently.
The guy I saw was not abnormal at all. Just a guy who liked jokes. And we sat around having dinner with a few with Nick DiPaolo and Bobby Slayton and Woody Allen and Jay Thomas.
Wow.
So Jackie's just like, yeah, I didn't know he was a creep. I got invited to a dinner party with a rich guy, and he's a big comedy fan. Seemed cool.
That's how life is, I believe.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I believe Jackie, he looked fine. He seemed like a nice guy. What are you supposed to, you can spot these people like that? Is that your gift? And anyone who doesn't spot somebody like that, it's because they're an accomplice? Is that what you're saying? This guy charmed kings and queens and dictators, but the Joke Master 3000 is supposed to be able to see through that and know what's happened. Nick DiPaolo knew a second he was there. Didn't result in any action, but he knew immediately. I mean, luckily and amazingly, Chrissy comes back with a follow-up question here that's very simple, but gets an interesting answer.
2 East 71st Street.
Wow.
And it was great. And you have a great story from there that I will not tell you.
Oh, is it in the book?
No, I'm not sure who to share it with yet.
So she asks, where was the dinner?
Yes.
Party.
He gives the address because he remembers if it was an email or a text and exactly what the address was.
Right, yeah.
And he says, and something happened afterwards that I'm not going to talk about right now.
Oh, that's interesting. He's got a story.
Yeah, that's interesting. And if you go back and you read Nick's email, that makes sense.
Also, because Nick goes, there are other people who you know who did worse things than I did. And all of a sudden, Jackie's like, oh, yeah, I got a story from that time.
Something happened that night.
That's interesting.
Something happened.
So the other thing that we should point out is this happened in 2015. In 2008, Jeffrey Epstein was originally convicted, and it wasn't really well known. It wasn't super highly publicized. He was convicted in Florida. It was, I think it was underage prostitution, or sex trafficking. I say it like it's nothing, but we all know Jeffrey Epstein's track record at this point. And they gave a pretty light sentence. He did like 18 months or something, and he was out of prison 18 hours a day going about his business. He'd just go there at night to nap and then head back out. And so for Nick DiPaolo, who's like really into politics, for him to show up and be like, I knew exactly who that was. That's Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, that's a possibility. But I also believe Jackie would just be like, oh, he just seemed like a cool guy. I got invited to his house. Bobby Slayton said he was cool.
Free dinner.
Yeah. Well, especially Jackie. Yeah.
There are more emails with Jackie, and all of them are him asking them for money for specific comedy projects, which you believe.
And Stuttering John was like, can you believe Jackie, what an idiot, was asking for Jeffrey Epstein to help invest in this comedy club in Vegas? And it's like, well, yeah, that's kind of how you mingle. You know, that is what you would do if you meet a billionaire who's a fan of yours. Like, oh, do you want to invest in something I'm working on?
Yeah, what a loser. Anyway, $5 and I'll suck my own dick.
Right, yeah. That's what was so funny about it, is that John was acting like this was a crazy crime. It's like, this wasn't Jeffrey Epstein in 2019 that we're talking about, because that'd be a little wild.
Sounds like someone wasn't invited.
He only likes comedy. That's why Stuttering John wasn't there. We did just play Chrissy Mayer on here. And she's going to show up again in our
Cringe of the Week. Cringe of the Week.
Adam, set this one up. There's a lot to this.
Okay. Chrissy assembled a group of people to review the Bad Bunny halftime performance. And they all let us know right at the bat they have no idea who Bad Bunny is. They don't know his music. They also didn't see the halftime show.
Oh.
But they are positive it sucked. They also missed the Turning Point show as well, but they know it was superior because, they pulled it off. So
weird, because I didn't see the Turning Point, the Chris Rock, the Kid Rock thing, but didn't he have a problem with syncing up his lip syncing, and so everyone was clowning him because he wasn't lip syncing correctly?
Oh yeah, he's a terrible musician and performer, so he doesn't know how to move his mouth to match the words or to keep his microphone to his face so it looks like he's singing.
This is a weird thing that's going on where if you lean a certain way politically, you have to hate Bad Bunny or the Bad Bunny halftime show. It's an odd way to go about your life. Because most entertainment is left leaning. I'm sorry. There's for every Kid Rock, there's 300 artists that are crushing it who don't vote the same way that you do. So get over it.
Yeah, why is there so much weight on the halftime show?
That's the other thing too. I got up and watched into my office. So did you. You watched with me.
Yeah.
And we watched Christian Blatt and I was going to say Dennis Miller. It is Dennis Miller.
Yeah, Dennis Miller. It was Dennis Miller.
I was a Dennis Leary. Dennis Miller was on the halftime show. Anyway, so they're debating this, and none of them have seen it.
Yes, and they're trying to roast him, but they don't really know how. So Chrissy finds an old leaked video of Bad Bunny where we can hear his voice without auto-tune.
Oh, that's going to be embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I've heard his name. I just know nothing about the person. So this was a few years ago. Someone caught at a concert where his backing track cut out, but he kept singing because he had earplugs in and he didn't realize that his whole backing track went out. This is what he actually sounds like. This is
He sounds like Kermit if Kermit had Down syndrome.
I swear I would say this was dubbed.
maybe because I can hear the squeaking shoes in the background.
I'm gonna tell myself it's real.
I'm gonna tell myself it's real too.
That's the reality I want to live in. I don't care.
Did he get fact checked? Oh
There you
my
go.
God, who knows? The video.
I've literally never heard. I keep seeing the meme of like I've never even heard Bad. But I don't think gun to my head. I really don't think I can name a single song.
Yeah, that's the cool thing too, is to not know who he is or any of his music.
Yeah.
Which I don't know any of his music. I don't care. But
You're cool.
I don't give a shit. I don't, I'm not like, well, look at me. I don't know the halftime performer's music. So you guys are familiar with the Shreds videos that were very popular for a very long time?
Huge fan.
Some of the funniest shit you've ever seen. Ozzy, hey, walking around clapping, or Eddie Van Halen. Just, and you even had the little crowd noise, like, ah. It's just a silly little, like that video had all of that. It was so obvious because they're like, well, he's earplugs in, so we can't tell. Not how that works at all. But also, the idea that auto-tune would fix that up. All right, hit the auto-tune
Much
button.
better.
Donde no espresso.
so fucking stupid. So, I think they got had on that one.
Which is fine. It happens. But seeing their absolute inability to change course once they realized that was really upsetting. You're like, we didn't watch it. We didn't do any research on it. We can't even figure out if it's real or fake. And we also can't change courses. So we're just going to choose to live in a world that believes what we believe. Anyway, back to reporting the news.
Yes, I want to believe it, one of the women said. I want to believe that that's real.
So I
cool.
will.
Then fair enough. All right, we still have some things coming up. Opie Radio. Opie is in his post Ron the Waiter era now, and he had Alex Stein on the show this morning. Checking in on that. We got Jim from Jim and Them coming by. Jim and Them, very popular show out of Vegas that they clown Corey Feldman, and it is hilarious. So he's coming on because Corey Feldman was in Rochester this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And there was quite the incident that happened. So I wanted to get Jim's take on it because he was being accused of some shenanigans by Corey Feldman himself. Also, we have Stuttering John. So John reacting to the Epstein files. We'll talk a little bit about that. We also have John and Keanu celebrating my channel getting a strike, and of course Shuli's channel getting a strike because they're the good guys.
Of course.
Megan will be by with a round of Is It Gay? We got reviews, comments, voicemails. We're celebrating 700 episodes. Producer Chris, they said it wouldn't happen.
Who said that?
The smart people.
Yeah, well.
You know what's wild? This week, of course, it's the week that I'm no longer on YouTube, but this week, somehow, the Creep Off on Monday was episode 300. My bonus show yesterday with Blind Mike was episode 100.
Yeah.
And today's show is episode 700 of WATP.
And in a couple weeks, it's our 10th anniversary.
Hey, that's correct. Yeah. But that's not back-to-back-to-back days, Chris.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
What is
you're
it, steel toe?
You're turning into GG33 over here, like taking these fucking leaps. And if you add 17 to that, like, well, that's not anything. Anyway.
Well, while we're pausing, I got a couple Rumble rants here.
Oh, good. Yes, let's read some Rumble rants. I can't see them on my end, so producer Chris is going to help us out.
Yeah, we got Insanity. Thank you, Annie, for the $1. I sent you $1 so I can get my whale icon.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Annie. I see her backstage. Very proud of herself. Thank you.
James Q. Legend coming in with 5. Money for strikes or for Chris's hair? I don't know if I need help with it, but
he needs a lot of product.
Yes. Jay Lorder, $10. Love
nice.
the show. I'd follow you to any platform. FSJ and F. Whitney Cummings. What a garbage comic.
Thank you very much, Jay Loiterer, for coming in with that.
Jay Lorder is now a monthly supporter, I just want to point out.
Thank you.
And finally, Chrissy 0117, $5. So, getting all the electric replaced in the house, no power all day, yet WATP is what we listen to when phones are charged. High praise.
Thank you very much, and thanks for finding us on Rumble. I know it's difficult for some people. I can't tell you how many times I've had this conversation.
Yeah.
I don't have Rumble. It's a website. Anyone can find
Everyone
Rumble.
has it, actually.
Everyone has it. If you have access to the internet, you have Rumble. It's doable. Over on supertip.gg/WATP, Voltaire coming in.
Fuck all these striking cunts in the ass with no lube. Remember, John is an evil and cowardly piece of shit. I hope you are able to deal with the shame of you owning a second home near a gas station.
He's coping.
It's a lot. Weird comment. It's Rumble. Do we send links? Happy 700th, gents. Thank you very much. It's not a Rumble link Friday. What does he call them? Rumble Friday? Aaron Imholt does this thing where it's like he can play any video on here because he won't get struck by anything. So he has he just goes on and.
I love that. Pay me to be your friend and watch TV with you.
Yep, it's great. I mean, it is a good business model for him because he's a lazy man and he loves money.
And he's very lonely.
So that works out very well for him. All right. Adam, your beat, of course, is the Opester. We had an amazing emergency show on Monday, breaking down Opie's Monday show, where he came on and said, yeah, Ron and I parted ways, I think, because Ron kept bringing up these DMs he's getting from Anthony Cumia, and Anthony's telling me he didn't send him a DM, so I don't know if Ron's making that up. I don't know what his end game is. I don't know why he's bringing up Anthony. I'm trying to move on from the Opie and Anthony show. I don't want to bring up my former partner, and Ron keeps bringing it up, and I had to talk to him afterwards, and we had some theories on it. We had some interesting insights as to what actually happened, who quit who, but it's happening now. Opie is with Tony P, the dynamic personality of Tony P, and so on Tuesday, Opie's show was him and Tony, and someone brought up a good point. I got an email from someone saying Tony P and Ron are friends. Like, they're on the show this weekend, Valentine's Day night.
Yeah.
That Opie was complaining about that he wouldn't go to because he's got to take his wife out for Valentine's Day. Sure you are. So what's going to happen if Tony P is now Opie's guy? Is Ron going to be resentful? Are they going to be able to maintain their friendship through this? It's going to get awkward, right?
Opie brought Ron in. Ron was one of the guys in the back at Get Parts for a while until he was asked to move up to the big leagues and get the mic. So he is his protege. I'm guessing as stand-ups, their careers have had ups and downs, and they're just so used to this kind of thing. One guy gets
they're
on
ups and
Star
downs.
Search.
They're ups and downs. Stand up now. Sit down.
That's
You're
it.
done. 5 minutes. Here's the light. All right. So our first clip here is this is how things are wrapping up on the show.
Yeah, I'm going to stress right here that nothing happens. The entire episode, there's not a single thing. I was positive Opie would not be able to shut up and just want to vent to his friend. But Opie did the classic thing I love so much, where right at the end as you're saying goodbye, he's like, one more thing. And then he asks.
Moon's here, the moon's there. Fuck at the moon.
All right. Anyone DM you overnight?
DM me? No, no, I don't get DMs. I don't get DMs.
You're not getting any DMs.
No DMs over here.
You're not getting DMs that you're the whole show.
No, bro, I'm so fantastic. I'm so fabulous.
Look at this tell from Opie. It bothers him so much. He's doing that. But this is obviously on his mind the entire episode. If he's
The
bringing
whole
it up at the
time.
end.
Yeah.
He's like, so anyway, Anthony Cumia reach out to you yet? Is someone fucking with you?
Did she mention me? Did she miss me?
Exactly.
Or more so, it's see, Ron, this is why I'm pissed at you. This is the thing that I'm annoyed with.
I'm stuck with Tony P.
Oh God.
Thanks.
What a
Ron.
nightmare. Did you see Tony P was like doing something and Opie's like, okay, man. I can tell he's already like, this is gonna be a lot of work dealing with this guy.
And he's not used to working.
No.
And I'm pretty sure he's a father, and he has no idea how to deal with this guy. He's like, this is really uncomfortable and awkward, and I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a guest here.
The thing about Opie that should be pointed out is that Opie has surrounded himself with such great talent that it's brought him up through his career. I mean, we've talked about it all the time, but being around Patrice and Jim and Anthony and all these comedians and the Bill Burrs and Colin Quinns and all the guys that would come in frequently really helped Opie become Opie from Opie and Anthony. What Opie can't do is take guys who aren't as good and bring them up. He's not one of these dudes who it's like, man, this guy's kind of mediocre, but when he's in a room with Opie, he seems a little bit more dynamic. He seems a little bit more interesting. That was one of the things that Howard's greatest talent was. Howard could get us interested in Jeff the Drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, Jeff the Drunk did something this weekend that was embarrassing. I'm like, what did he do? You're like, why do I care what the fuck Jeff the Drunk did this past weekend? But because of Howard's brilliance, I'm like, oh, really? He did? Right. We have tape of it? What do we got?
Meanwhile, we got Tony P going, DMs? What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. He's not even following along. But this is an example of how Opie is so bad at taking a guy who's never done this before, obviously doesn't know what he's doing. You'd think that Opie would do a great job of prepping for the show so that Tony can pop in with some quick one-liners if he's got them, but if not, Opie can carry the show and doesn't have to worry about his new co-host.
Tony P, thank you. Tony P Comedy on all the socials?
All the socials, Tony P Comedy.
And I'll see you at Get Part soon, all right?
You got it, man.
All right. We're just going to limp to the finish line. How about we end with you? What do you got? Give me one fucking thing you got to end this thing. You're going to say it, and I'm going to hit end stream.
One thing that I... God, man, you put me on the spot. You're like my wife. Get on right now, bro.
Douche chill.
Why would you do that? Why would Opie turn to this nothing and go, all right, before we end, do something exciting and funny. Now you go. What do you got? Fuck.
He rightly realized it was a weak ending, but then took no responsibility and just forced this monkey to dance.
What, are we going to limp to the finish line?
Yeah, I know. What a dick thing to say.
It's your show. It says Opie in big letters above your head.
I didn't think we would, but here we are. Go figure. All right, so that's the debut of the Opie and Tony show. Not too excited about that. This morning, Opie had Tony on again. So Tony is definitely full-time, it seems like. But they brought on a third guest, Alex Stein. Now, the thing about Alex Stein, and I love Alex, as you guys know, he's been on this show, I've been on his show. You don't need a third mic when Alex Stein is in the room. He will do the talking. And so Tony got 0 words in on the episode this morning, which is great, which is fine. But what I found interesting was what Alex had to say about the Dabbleverse. Now, if you recall, when I went on Alex's show out in Dallas, I wasn't ready for this, but he wanted to talk about the Dabbleverse the entire time. Our entire conversation, Joey C came on, and we were just talking Aaron Imholt and Stuttering John, and Opie was just Dabbleverse topics nonstop on that show.
So you just sat down and he went, sorry.
It was crazy. Listen to what Alex is saying in 2026 now.
A lot of people said to me, Tony, why are you having Alex Stein on? You know he's going to pull some shit.
Let him pull some shit.
Can you hear me now? No, are you kidding? I'm
Yeah.
the biggest Greg Opie Hughes fan in the world. These people are, I hate the Dabbleverse. I'm telling you, the Dabbleverse is the worst place on the internet. I know I'm going to get a lot of kickback for this, but
Right.
I mean, I'm on your side, Opie, when it comes to the Dabbleverse. It is an absolute disaster to even be a part of it. Trust me.
Well, I don't even follow the Dabbleverse. They try to pull
I know.
me.
That's why I would go on your show, because you're anti-Dabbleverse. But they try to drag you into it. They try to drag me into it. I hate it so much.
Wait, they're trying to.
What the fuck is he talking about? Alex Steinbrenner, he hates the Dabbleverse?
And Opie just said, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, you're anti-Dabbleverse.
What is going on here?
Opie's in love, and he is looking at him with lust. He is just enamored. It's the first time I've heard somebody else speaking and him like trying to listen.
Opie's got a giant sore on his lip. You see that?
Yeah, I know.
That's not great. Eric Nagel is in the chat. And when we were talking about how he ended that show with Tony P going, okay, what do you got? You're right, Eric Nagel. He used to bring in Eric into the studio and, play the Baby Elephant Walk song and then be like, all right, what do you got? One joke. Maybe something topical. Maybe something in the news today. What do you got for us? He called it the virus bit. And so it's him doing the virus bit again, which is not a good way to get a co-host going, especially if that's like your new co-host for the show. You might want to make it seem like the audience wants to hear what he has to say. Prop him up a little bit. But Opie knows what Opie knows. This is an interesting clip on here from this morning's episode where we actually see for a moment Opie being honest about what he's done in his career. I appreciated this.
Well,
get it,
Bubba,
like-
see,
Go ahead.
I burnt every bridge. I'm a problem. I'll be the first to admit it. And me and Bubba started doing some stuff. Then he got excited. He's like, I'm going to go to Howard Stern and tell him that, I'm going to try to get a show together with you and we're going to put it on Sirius XM. And I'm like, dude, that is not going to work. And I never heard from him again.
Wow.
He
Well,
probably
likes
got
you.
to talk
He talks good about you. He talks good about
No, I
you.
love the guy. I would love to get him back on this. But I just want to mention the Dabbleverse really fast.
Okay, so he's going to get into the Dabbleverse, which I'm fascinated by. But isn't that interesting? Oh, because I've burned every bridge. And I remember when Bubba was on the show and they were talking about trying to package this and get it back to Sirius because it was so stupid. And Opie seemed hopeful about that. It's another radio guy who worked at Sirius, and so did Opie. So maybe there's a possibility of this. I love the fact that Bubba was just like blowing smoke. He never responded to Opie ever again after that.
What was the lie there? In what was the not true part? Did he really tell him like, no, don't pitch this? I don't want to be a part of it. Or was he just trying to cover for the fact that nothing happened?
I remember him saying at the time, like, there's no way Howard will allow that.
Of course not, but he didn't tell the guy trying to pitch it, like, don't try and get me a job. I mean,
no.
Worst case scenario, you hope it's going to happen. If he actually said that to him, no, don't do this, after he did all that work, what a fucking asshole. I can see why he didn't call him back.
Right. No, I think Bubba was trying to find a way back onto Sirius, and he saw Opie as like a potential co-host that would be a name that they'd go, okay, yeah, that's interesting. We could do something like that. But yeah, there's no way that was ever going to fly. Opie, I'm sure, was optimistic about it.
Opie.
You can't deny that some of those guys do well, but I don't know where it leads to, because like you got talent that goes past just trashing people. And the Dabbleverse is based on an old Opie and Anthony bit, right? It's based on Jocktober, where you find someone just. Yeah, you could find the weakness. I could find the weakness with you if I really wanted to.
Of course.
People
make fun of me, of course.
If I watched enough of your stuff, I would find a couple clips where you weren't as good as you are, whatever. And then you just focus on that, and then you make the guy look like a complete asshole. It's right out of the Opie and Anthony playbook. It was called Jocktober. But the problem with the Jocktober thing, when we did it, we knew you could only do it for about a month, and it gets tiring and old. So I don't know what these guys do when they're not trashing each other.
Well, Opie, producer Chris just mentioned, our 10-year anniversary is coming up in just a few weeks. We'll be celebrating 10 years of Who Are These Podcasts. We did lift the best bit you had on the Opie and Anthony show, and it turns out people like it. Turns out you can just run with that. This would be like Jeopardy. The executives are meeting. They're like, We're just going to ask trivia questions every fucking episode. Just going to ask questions, and people either know the answers or they don't. Is that what we're doing? Can we expand from this? Like, no, that's the show format. It's fine.
Tried and true.
That's another thing too. I'm seeing a lot of debate. I'm sure we'll talk about it on Dabbleverse Live tomorrow. But I'm seeing a lot of debate now with some of the dumber idiots in the Dabbleverse about playing clips. It's so lame to play clips. I'm glad people are getting copyright strikes. You're just playing clips. Could you imagine Sports Center where they're like, and the center fielder had a diving catch? It was pretty spectacular. I'll tell you, man. He was running really fast and caught up to it. I couldn't believe he got it.
Well, I'll take your word for it, Carl.
It's like, play the fucking clip. There was something that you think we should see and you want to comment on it, then yes, I'd like to see that.
Have they never seen the news?
Right. Yeah. There's actually bombs that are exploding over the city right now.
Describe them to me.
Yeah. So there's explosions. I don't believe it.
Can I just
fucking retarded.
Two other things. Everything
Yeah.
he said there was so ridiculous. In very, very stuttering John, he's like, if I wanted to, I could stop this, put it on hold, do a bunch of research, watch a bunch of your videos, even though he's a big fan, and come back, and I could tear you apart.
Yep.
Why do you need to go take all that time? Are you listening to him? You guys just said that you're not the kind of people that need to be popular trashing people. You believe in something else. His most viral moment is calling AOC a big booty Latina. That's the joke. That's it. That's the same thing that he's saying he's above. You can just call him out on that.
I don't even have the clip, but Alex Stein on this episode goes, yeah, I realize that walking into a room and making everyone like you is very difficult. Walking into a room and making everyone hate you is easy.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I do. I go into a room and I'm a spectacle and I cause a ruckus and people want me out of there.
Oh, that's deep insecurity.
But it works. He goes, it works on the internet. People love it. They eat it all up. But Opie has said this before where he's like, we did this bit. I invented Jocktober, basically what he's saying. And, if I wanted to do it, all I got to do is find like the worst thing that you do and just show that. It's not that easy. It's actually not that. It's not as easy as Opie makes it sound like. And I think John suffers from this too, where they're like, well, anyone could just trash someone. It's like, no, I watch shows all the time. And I'm like, well, there's nothing to clip here.
Yes.
These guys are good. These guys are doing a good job.
Especially with Alex Stein.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. So it's funny that, in Opie's mind, he has to think like anyone can make fun of anyone. It's like, no. You specifically, we can make fun of because you suck. That's why that works so well. And Opie was never funny on Jocktober. All right. Opie's going to explain Howard Stern's biggest mistake. I always like when Opie, who's unemployed, talks about what Howard did wrong, who just signed a new contract with Opie's old company.
But letting Artie go is the biggest mistake because that's what made him so fucking real. And that's what, Artie was the one guy on Howard Stern that was similar to what we were doing on Opie and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did Howard let Artie go?
I was just going to ask, didn't Artie quit?
Well, I don't know that he quit, but he stopped showing up because he was a drug addict and they eventually put him in rehab and he tried to kill himself. And at a certain point, Howard's like, this job is not good for this guy. I can't have him coming into work anymore if he's going to stab himself over the weekend.
We've done the Artie sleeping in his chair bit 3 times now. I'm kind of running out of ways to make this look appropriate.
But in Opie's mind, he let Artie go. As if one day he walked in and just went, Artie, you're just not funny enough anymore. The audience loved him. Everyone loved him. Now, I will say this. If Opie really wanted to analyze this correctly, he could say getting rid of Artie or Artie leaving the show was the precipice of them transitioning to the Marcy Turk A-list celebrity interview style show that everyone fucking hates.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there's a connection. It goes from 2010 to 2013 or something. There are years in between where this all went down. But for Opie to just simplify and just be like, yeah, Howard let Artie go and then the show sucked is incorrect.
But
Yeah, he could-
very Opie-esque.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Because he could also say that Artie was so good that he was irreplaceable.
Right. Which would be true.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get these funny guys in I remember back in the day, these comedians would come in and they would try to do their act. I'm like, oh my God, you're supposed to be a funny guy. I don't want to hear your stupid airplane jokes. If you're a funny guy, you come in and hang with us and we'll find hopefully the humor. And that was Artie. And when Artie was on with Howard Stern, that was when that show was very similar to what we were doing back in the day.
Isn't that funny too, that Opie's thing is like Howard Stern was good when it was closest to what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's a weird angle to take for this.
It is annoying when people do their acts, but
yes, very much so.
I don't know if Opie gets jokes. He's going to find the funny.
Right. And this guy, the nerve of him to have Vic Henley on his show regularly, that was one of his go-to guys. Yeah. And he thinks he knows what good comics are to riff with on the radio.
Well, I remember when Howard would just turn to Artie and go.
All right, what do you got for us? We're going to finish things up strong. What do you got?
And big, go.
This is a wild thing for Opie to say. There's no way this is true.
Oh, pretentious.
It's worth repeating, but when I go down this road, people are like, you're obsessed with that. Yeah, I'm obsessed with him because I know for a fact, because it was told to me by lawyers that no longer work at SiriusXM, that the reason I'm not there is because I bothered Howard so much that he couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, that's the reason I'm not there.
There's a part missing from that story.
A couple parts missing from that story. How about the fact that he got moved from mornings to afternoons and that no one listened to his show anymore, and that he filmed a coworker taking a shit and taunted him with it. All of those things. But no. Howard couldn't take that he was there. They worked on that. They worked for that station together for many, many years. They were competing in the morning together. Then Opie goes to afternoons when they're not competing anymore. And that's when all of a sudden Howard's like, we got to fire this guy.
Yeah, that's it.
What an ego on this asshole to think that Howard's had something to do with him getting fired from Sirius.
That's how he wants it. It ties him to him. And,
right.
Howard is very vocal about his discomfort with calling her daddy, and they are not getting rid of her.
Right. To think that Opie was even on Howard's radar at that time. Opie was fizzling out. No one was listening to him. Nobody cared anymore. But listen to this simplistic view of what Howard thought about Opie and Anthony when they were on the rise.
The whole thing. So when me and Anthony made our mark and we were becoming huge, I'm telling you, he was jealous of us. We both worked for the same company. The company wanted desperately Howard Stern in the morning, Opie and Anthony on in afternoons on every single one of their properties. Howard blocked that everywhere he could. So then they had a mismatch. Well, we could put you on our other station that's not as good. They wanted to put us on all their powerhouse FM stations across America, and Howard blocked that.
Why do you think Howard blocked that? Why wouldn't he want Opie and Anthony on in the afternoon, and he's the lead in the morning guy? Let's find out.
And the only reason you got to think is because he was jealous of what we were doing.
Oh, he was jealous. Yeah. Howard Stern, the man who was getting higher ratings, was in more markets than Opie and Anthony could ever get to.
The king of all media.
The king of all media was jealous of what those guys were doing, and that's why he had to block them from doing that. Seems overly simplistic to me. I could be wrong.
Do you see the way that Alex is looking at him during this? I mean, I don't know if Alex is listening to him, but he is very good at communicating with his eyes, just smiling at him. And it's like he's beaming to Opie. I love you, and you are killing it right now.
Dude.
This is going so well for you, Opie.
Alex?
I love you.
I don't use this term very often. Alex ball washes Opie so fucking hard in this episode. He's like, you're the best. I hate the Dabbleverse. There are people making fun of you. Why? You're so great. Like, okay. He lays it out a little thick, which is fun. You have a couple clips from this episode, Adam.
Yeah, they're pretty meaningless, but they're pretty funny.
Okay.
I love, since they're both in real life streamers that we call, they both are unleashed. They both hit the street.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. They have that in common. So Opie goes around Manhattan and sees Chinese tourists.
Yeah.
And says funny things to them. And, Alex does some wild stuff, too, so they probably have a lot in common.
It's like Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, and Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat, just getting to talk about their unique blend of comedy right here.
I love it.
I'm not as brave as I used to be. That's why I bow to someone like you, Alex. You're doing it, because I was out there doing it, and I'm like, something started feeling different on the streets, because I had balls with my street videos, and then something changed. So I think you're right. And I a few times I'm like, you know what? I don't think I have it in me anymore to fucking take these big swings like you do.
Well, I don't even like to. I mean, I did some live streams and, you know.
Okay.
I just like the idea that he's like, it's hard to do. And Alex is like, yeah, I don't like it either. It's tough, but you do it if you want to.
But Opie never did it. That's the thing, is Opie's pretending he wasn't just asking where the envelopes are in the drugstore and then talking about female hygiene products.
What I think he means is that back in the day, he would have smashed those envelopes out of the person's hand. I'm serious.
Yes.
He would have gone
Stomped
for
on
it.
it.
And now that he's older, he can't shout big booty Latina. He's just going to wave high, you know?
He's not stomping on homeless cakes anymore.
Yeah, and I love the implication that, like, Alex does it because he loves it. Of course, it's
Right.
hard and uncomfortable.
Yeah, it
but
sucks.
yeah, it sucks. But you
Right.
do what you got to do. But you were right about the he schmoozes Opie so hard that he turns Opie completely Asian, and he turns into like Pat Morita by the end of this thing. He's just beaming. I've never seen him so happy making this face.
I think some of the criticism that you get is unfair, and you know, I'll always defend you. And I'm an Opie and Anthony mark, and the show was Opie and Anthony. It wasn't just Anthony, and I think that should be known. You know, I think you deserve the credit that you earned.
Well, I certainly appreciate that, but you know, I had my time. You're fucking doing it. Keep going, brother. I'm a fan from afar. Like the shit that pops up, I'm like, this guy. You go to the city councils. That's fucking nuts.
Well, in New York too, Jennifer Gutierrez, one of my biggest videos, is a city councilwoman.
Okay. Yeah.
Look at him. He's in Shenyun. He's beautiful.
Miss Judy.
Let's lay off the Asians.
Did some white makeup, we'd have a geisha over there.
Ew.
All right. So that's Opie minus Ron the Waiter. I'm worried about it.
Yeah.
I hope he figures out a rhythm and gets something going with Tony P, because Tony P is a dud.
I do want to remind everybody listening that he is actively accepting applications for co-hosts right now. So please send yours in to him. Vote for your favorite.
Adam might get in over there. We'll see.
Not going well.
Oh, well, okay.
Don, the server, shows up.
That would be amazing.
That's
all it took.
like that's like when Eric the actor started calling us Derek from Texas. Right.
Who is Eric?
Howdy. Don the server.
Meanwhile, Calm Dude coming in with $2. Keep your chin up, Carl.
I'll try if I can find it. We also have some people supporting us at supertip.gg/WATP. We appreciate that. I know we're hiding on Rumble today, but Audiophile America found us.
Tell I'm that I'm haunting Ed.
Will do. Destriga is here.
Hola, gringos. I feel so racist having to watch you guys on Rumble. What did you do here, Hamburger? Another strike. When will you strike back, you know? Nick acts like he's guilty of something, you know? How is it that Stuttering John is the greatest entertainer of our time and he didn't come in contact with Jeffrey Epstein? Epstein loved comedy. So SJ is the only one that hasn't been to Pedo Island.
Congratulations on your 700th episode of WATP. I couldn't watch Stuttering Juan, Opie, or Aaron without you guys. And so many of the other podcasts you've hilariously reviewed. It's Black History Month.
Thanks, Anthony, for reminding us it is Black History Month. No, thank you very much, Destriga. We appreciate you. And we still have some Stuttering John stuff to get to. But first, we have a first-timer on the show. Jim's coming in from the show Jim and Them. Jim and Them you can find on YouTube. They still have a YouTube channel currently. What's going on, Jim?
Hey, thank you. Tell me, you're not done with the Opester, are you? You're not done with.
We're moving on. We're moving on to Corey Feldman now.
But I mean, can we talk a little bit about the Opester, about what was Spuds Buckley himself?
Yeah.
Aren't you from the home of WBAB, Brother Weeze, the man that brought up the Opester? I did just want to real quick because I was watching what you guys are doing. It was very funny. Him talking about Jocktober and being like that was just 1 month of the Opie and Anthony show, when every other month was bring interns in to shit on them for an hour. when you bring the comedians in, yeah, don't do your act because we're going to shit on each other for hours. And don't get me wrong, those were great, but why is he acting like he doesn't know what this game is? Like, that's what it's been
That's
about.
a good point. It's not like they were only clowning people during the Jacktober segments.
Yes.
Like we
Yeah.
talked about, like Eric Nagel's in the chat. We talked about how Eric Nagel would come in and Opie would just make an awkward hour-long segment out of trying to get Eric to say something funny. And Eric has told us, behind the scenes, he wasn't even allowed to try to make a joke because that was the point. Like, oh, look at this dummy. He can't come up with a joke. So, yeah, it was constantly just busting balls and being douchebags to each other.
Sorry, yeah, because I'm an old O&A head from way back. So, I know all about the Opester and Spuds Buckley and Fudgy Wudgy bars, all that good stuff. But anyways, on to Corey Feldman.
Yeah, we are from the brother man home over here. A lot of the Opieisms that we know as Opieisms were actually just Brother Wee's sayings.
Gotcha.
Motherfucker and all the stuff that Opie would say just blatantly stole from Brother Wee's.
And I'm sorry to hear about your channel. Yeah, we dealt with this about a year. I mean, I'm sure you guys have been through this. I don't know, Stud Joe does this a lot or no?
I mean, I've never been struck where we were taken down and we couldn't do live streaming before.
So it is only a week? It's not like a channel termination or anything like that?
7 days, yep.
All right, well, not bad. Yeah, we had 2 channels taken away. We got them both back, so it is victorious. But yeah, it's a nightmare when that shit happens. So
yeah, I want to talk to you more about that. If people aren't familiar with Jim and them, you should be, because we like to make fun of Opie or Stuttering John. These guys are experts when it comes to Corey Feldman.
Oh, thank you.
I really respect your work, the work that you do with Corey and clowning him.
You found an angle to make fun of him.
Found that in, yeah.
Yeah.
No, what's so great is I love when you guys go into the minutia of like his music. They will break down the song structure and the lyrics. He has this one song you guys were talking about called Walk Away, all about walking away. You just got to walk away. And the chorus is walk away, stand your ground. Walk away, stand your ground. That's the opposite of walking away. Standing your ground would not. I appreciate you guys pointing that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of great deep cuts. And also, I mean, we try to keep it as fresh as possible. So there's like 30 songs we've never even heard because we're still like honing in on like the 7 or 8 songs that we love. We just play over and over again.
Do you have that special box set that he put out? Has anyone purchased that?
A listener did get it for us. So yeah, we have an unboxing video on it. It didn't come with, because he did his own unboxing video, and he had promised that it would come with a hologram, like a QR code where you could pull it up on your phone. We didn't get the QR code. We didn't get the Hershey's Kisses because he said that sometimes they would come with candy inside. We didn't get the candy. And our 22 magazine is like a Teen Beat magazine, ended up being torn. But he found out it was for us, so he wouldn't fix it for us. So,
did you get the coloring book at least?
No, I wish. I wish.
You guys got ripped off on that.
Some of the crayons were chewed up.
So, I have a connection with Jim through Drew Lane, who's also a huge fan of you guys. And I actually went out to Detroit this past summer for the Loserville tour. And I was hanging with Drew and all the guys over on the Drew Lane show. We got to watch Corey live. Did you get to see him opening for Limp Bizkit this past year?
Well, we covered all the videos, all the gaffes, all the goofs and gaffes, all the problems that happen. Because the thing is, yeah, we've been talking about Corey off and on for a long time. And we've just been like withering away in obscurity. We've been making podcasts since 2007 and scattered videos here and there. And I realized, well, actually, and a lot of times, like, I'm not fully versed in the Dabbleverse, but obviously I'd seen clips from all your different shows and everything like that. But I don't know Howard Stern that well, so I don't know a lot about Stuttering John, but I always respected the hustle. And then I would bring it up on our show. I'd be like, these guys like kind of shit on each other and have battles with each other, and everyone loves it. And I was like, what is our thing? And by accidentally, I realized, like, well, whenever we put up Corey videos, they do well. And then when Loserville happened last year, we just happened to do a reaction thing to one of his things, and it kind of really picked up steam. And I was like, we just got to focus on this and just see how it rolls out. Like, it wasn't inorganic because we'd already been talking about it all the time anyways, but we weren't regularly putting up our videos. We were just putting podcasts out, and obviously that just gets lost in the sea of like Joe Rogan and, Call Her Daddy or whatever. So,
Right.
But we found once we really honed in on just like one thing that we kind of knew a lot about and just stuck with it, it just that helped us.
Yeah, you guys and the Bonfire, of course, Big J.
Yes.
Are Corey Feldman experts and really study it well and know all the ins and outs. So what happened was we're in Atlantic City this past weekend, and we get up Sunday morning to drive back to Rochester to watch the Super Bowl at my house at a Super Bowl party. So it's me and Lucy Typebox and producer Chris and trucker Andy in my car. And Lucy's on Twitter looking at her phone, and she's following Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman had been in Rochester for a Goonies screening that we would have gone to.
We would have been.
But we were in AC for this event that we were at, so we missed it. But we saw...
And the event was hanging with each other.
Well, yeah, it wasn't really an event. Whatever. We were just hanging out at the Borgata for the weekend. But so Lucy pulls out her phone and starts reading this to us in the car. And I'm going to do my best to read this. It's not easy. This man writes like a child. Yeah. It's very difficult. It's all caps. But
you got this.
All right. He says, "Hey, Feld fam, I wanted to let y'all know that last night at my event in Rochester, 4 #The Goonies screening, the real goons, psycho-obsessed stalkers with a podcast, sent another spy to secretly film content and cause mayhem at the event." As soon as I heard that, I went, he's talking about Jim and them. I know for a fact he's talking about Jim and them.
Yeah.
So we were quickly like, check his Twitter, check their YouTube page. Let's find out what's going on. But I guess we saw this pretty fresh because you hadn't responded yet. But you do, and we'll get to that. He says, this active terror group who masquerade as comedians with a podcast have repeatedly stalked and harassed myself and my family. They also have stalked and harassed my dear friend, Heather Dawn May, to a level that is clearly insane. Heather is a wonderful, kind-hearted woman who has volunteered her services with my fans, keeping them connected to me and keeping them informed when I'm too busy. God damn, he does make it tough, doesn't he? But so much more. On top of that, she's an amazing friend that I love and respect. There's no reason to #love or respect there, Corey. Deeply, I have for over a decade. This must stop. And right there, when I'm like, oh, Corey, how do you not fucking understand how any of this works yet? You're telling the internet this must stop? What do you think's going to happen? Oh, okay. Corey says he doesn't like it anymore.
Oh, he said #stop. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're definitely done then. Heather has gone quiet, and I have grown very concerned. The constant assaults and targeted harassment on this innocent woman must stop now. And not just her. Leave my girlfriend and myself. Great. He's just
and my crappy career.
He's just trying to get more people shrapnel with this. What an idiot.
Yeah.
Leave my girlfriend and my son and even myself alone.
Take that, Mom. Take that, Dad.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. What's the list of people we can't make fun of? All right. Corey's son. All right. Good.
The box set.
Keep my damn name out of your mouths. This is the last warning. Or what? What an idiot. All right. Where was I? You are vile excuses for human beings who create a stupid distraction from #truth of how serious this is. Children being raped is not a joke, nor is a guy who has the courage to stand up and speak up, even if the mainstream media and the entire business, nor any of my peers will publicly stand with me. Guess what? I have an army building. Whoa. Which I hope they're getting built soon. Jesus Christ, you're getting along in the
Maybe it's just an empty building.
And we're here to serve God's. Wait, what's this? And we're all here to serve God's will. Okay. Children must be protected. Innocence must be preserved. God bless. Now, this is a wild rant to go on. What the fuck happened in Rochester? Do we know anything about this, Jim and them?
Well, the weird thing is, I had no idea what this was, what he was talking about. Now, last year, I did put out a thing he was doing a convention. He does convention appearances, obviously, signs posters, does photo ops. And he'd gotten our channel taken down. And so I just said, hey, if you're going to go to this, go up to his booth. And we were trying to propose to him. We wanted to propose marriage to him. So we're like, just go up to him and ask him if you'll marry Jim and them, because we're trying to get on a friendship arc where we want to turn this thing around and become good friends. I mean, I even put out the challenge if he just comes on our show for 15 minutes, we'll never talk about him again.
Oh.
I mean, he can't just sit there and be quiet, obviously. Like, it has to be like a conversation. But if he comes on our show for 15 minutes, we'll never talk about him again. So, I mean, I didn't know anything about this. And then we didn't hear anything. We recently got someone that commented on our YouTube saying it was a girl. But, I mean, we get very skeptical with these things. You never know if this is like a weird setup. But someone did comment saying that they had gotten tickets for Christmas or something, and they got the VIP package where you get a meet and greet. And they said as they were in line, they thought like, hey, I'm going to go up and like as he's signing or whatever, be like, hey, you should be friends with Jim and them or something. And from what they said, he immediately like stopped what he was doing and said, get out. Like, you'll be refunded. Get out of here. And supposedly security came ushered her out. And then supposedly she's still waiting on a refund. I think there is a newer tweet, if you look in some of his responses, where they asked for the refund and he replied to it.
Okay.
So, but again, I mean, I never know because he mentions Heather Dawn May in that tweet that he had there.
Mm-hmm.
That we call her his pit bull. He has this woman. She's listed as the web mistress of his website. She designs his awful website. She's this older Southern lady that does all this work for free. She's like a big fangirl that he takes advantage of. But she also attacks people on social media in his name. Like, honestly, one of the reasons why we got a little bit deeper into some of this stuff is because we were getting voicemails from this Southern lady asking us for our address to serve us with court papers. And it was like, we already know who you are, so you might as well give us your address so we could serve you. It's like, yeah, that's how that works. And we had to look her up. She has a YouTube channel that has over 100,000 subscribers, but no views. So it's all bot with like League of Legends or World of Warcraft gameplay on there and stuff. I think she might even deleted that. But he mentions that she went silent. So that's the only like weird fear that I have, is that if this old crazy woman hurt herself, he's going to try to twist it into it's our fault somehow.
Okay, so it's funny you say that. The parallels here with Stuttering John, I have other ones I'm going to get into in a little bit. But the idea that you get threatened with legal action, you're like, oh, I'm digging my heels in then. Then we're all in. And which goes back to that tweet that we just read where it's like, this has to stop. And don't make fun of my son, because Zen gets his feelings hurt very easily. And he's poor. So don't talk about how he's autistic and poor.
It's my final warning.
Yeah, right.
Then I'm going to do something.
Final warning. All of this shit is so stupid. It actually makes people want to do the exact opposite of what Corey's saying, which maybe is the end game. Let me just read your response to this real quick, and then I think some of this you were just covering. For the record, we have no idea what he's talking about here at his Goonies event. Just another lie. He's doing this because we have had people on our show recently that work directly with him in Corey's Angels band, and what they are saying about their experience is horrific. Also, his dear friend, this is, what's her name, Heather?
Yeah, Heather Dawn May, HDM, we call her.
Harasses and doxes people online. That is why her main account was banned. She was also leaving us harassing voicemails and sending us unhinged emails. We also don't even talk about her anymore.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I definitely eased up on her. I mean, if you notice the Twitter that he tagged her in, it's Heather Dawn May 2, because her main account got banned because she was doxing us. She was trying to post my address online. She was posting pictures of my house, like from Zillow or whatever. And she would, even before us, like if anyone was critical, these weren't even in Corey's replies. You know how he always has a viral clip of him doing his terrible guitar solo, and there'll be people in there making fun of it, and then you'll see her in the comments yelling at people, talking about how her dad's a judge and a cop and all this stuff, and she works for the CIA. Like, it's insanity.
So you had Margot Lane on recently.
Correct. Yeah.
There's a documentary that came out, Corey Feldman versus the World. And in the documentary, Margot Lane, who was Corey's angel, was in the group, comes out and has some pretty crazy allegations about Corey drugging girls while they were on tour. Of course, Corey and his wife are constantly trying to get chicks to have a threesome with them. And it looks like it's awful to be on tour with Corey. Like the band, he's got these women in this band who, by the way, can't play their instruments. This girl goes, I've never played bass in my life. And Corey goes, you're the bass player, which she got the job. But they're like, sleeping in their bus, and they're like, "Can we just take a shower? Can we just go into a hotel and take a shower?" No, there's no time for that. Like Corey was just like a dick to these people, and just like really makes it difficult.
He doesn't want them clean.
I know. I thought that was weird too.
He's saving them, guys. He's saving them. Come on.
That's true. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, she was on our show. She was great, and yeah, she definitely had a lot of suspicions. She definitely confirmed there was definitely a lot of drugs going around because he does position himself as this. I've been sober for 30 plus years or whatever.
Yeah, he was a heroin addict in the 80s, and he says he's cleaned up and hasn't touched the stuff since.
And I think in his mind, because we, I guess similar to how you guys with Stuttering John kind of know how his mind works and how he's going to react to things. Like, I can understand that he probably thinks, well, if I get prescriptions to oxycodone, that's not me doing drugs. This is a prescription that I got. And then, yeah, she basically said that she was in fear of being drugged and raped. So we're trying to have like fun jokes, and then like she's dropping bombs like that, and it's like, oh yeah, there's like reality here somewhat, and that's why he wants to shield himself behind a lot of the Epstein stuff, and even being a survivor himself. He wants to make sure that that's the main discussion, so we don't focus on any of his bad behavior. That's essentially what it is.
So you think the incident that he's talking about, because I looked everywhere, and I live in this town. There's someone I went to high school with who was at this show, who posted about it on social media. I looked everywhere for someone to say like there was an incident that happened at the show that disrupted the show, because he's acting like this was a big disruption and it fucked up, right at the good part of the Goonies. Someone's yelling stuff out or something, and there's no evidence of this. So it sounds like what you've described, this one person who got VIP tickets mentioned Jim in them and then immediately got thrown out, is what he's ranting and raving about.
Correct. And we actually did have a similar thing over the summer. He was doing a signing at Portland Comic-Con, and I know you got E-Rock from O&A in your chat. We have our own E-Rock producer, and people always are like, that's E-Rock? It's like, no, different guy. But he did go, he lives in Portland, so he went to the convention. And he was just wearing a Cocoa Bun shirt, which is one of our shirts, just one of our sayings. And he went up to Sean Astin's booth, got a picture, but he mentioned Jim and them, and Sean Astin was aware of it. He's like, yeah, Corey talks about you guys all the time. But he's like, I'm going to take a note to him. He's like, you guys should just, because he's talking about the friendship arc. And he's like, yeah, we should just hash this out. But then Corey saw him in line, got security over, and there's like a whole video where security's like, look, you really made Corey mad. And it's like, all I did was buy a ticket to be here, and I bought these photo ops. I actually haven't done anything. He did get a picture with Corey wearing the shirt, and we rep the 22 necklaces just because Corey has a 22 necklace. So we are like a cult kind of.
Sure.
But he geeked out at that convention, had him kicked out. And again, like, he made it a bigger deal than if it was just we got a picture and he signed a thing, nothing would have happened. Like, no one was there to harass him or do anything. It was literally the goof was just getting a picture with him and wearing our shirt.
And so I think that the problem that Corey has with you guys specifically, but with all of his detractors, is that he gives them way more life than he should. He calls you guys stalkers. I think there was a time where his son Zen was looking for money and you guys donated money, and he was upset at that. You're like, well, I'm giving your son money. He was asking for it. I was like, oh, you're stalking him. It's
correct. Because he recorded a video, essentially kind of like a cameo video. It's a 10-second video where his son says, Jim and them is pop culture, bro. I know that. He doesn't say anything bad about his dad or anything like that. He literally just shouts out Jim and them. And Corey made this Instagram rant about us, saying we were stalking his mentally unwell son, making him say bad things about him, and saying that he doesn't love his father, he loves us. Like, he makes it into this thing. I think he thinks he's going to get us like canceled, or he's going to get, his narrative is going to spread.
He wants sympathy too, right? Yeah. He's looking for people to be like, oh, poor Corey. Why are they doing that to him?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think the big thing with this, he probably still thinks it's a big deal, but there's a part of him that knows it's not a big deal. But he wants these smoke and mirrors because, yes, we're having these people on our show. The director of the documentary is going to be on our show on Friday. So, and I think he knows that, and he doesn't like the potential of like what these people can say about their experiences with him.
So is it true? Because I was talking to my buddy Drew Lane about this, that the director of Corey Feldman versus the World, which people should check out, it's really well done, declined an interview with you guys because they had Big J instead?
Well, there's a weird story with this. So,
because you should have been in that documentary.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Although I guess it just focuses on that like 2016 to 2018 roughly time. So fair enough. But the way they released this movie, I think it's because of a lot of the legal potential. Like I do think he's trying to get the movie pulled. He was trying to sue it or whatever. They didn't quite do a lot.
Which is ironic because he claims his documentary, which outed Charlie Sheen for fucking Corey Haim, he claims that people, the Wolfpack specifically, was trying to get that shut down, and the server was taken down as it was streaming, and he's got all these conspiracy theories about all this stuff. So it's not surprising that he would try to pull the same shenanigans on you guys.
And well,
Or
and
not
now
you
that
guys, but on this other doc.
that story's retcon into that was us all along, just because we say that we're Wolfpack. So
yeah,
so to him, it was always us. He has this story about how monster trucks tried to run him over.
Dude,
and
we played that on WATP. It's the funniest thing. I couldn't believe it. I think this is peak Corey Feldman right here.
Yeah.
Well, and in the police, we got the police report from the Portland incident at the Comic-Con when he basically got security. There was a report, and in his statement, he does say that we were the ones driving the trucks. So, so at this point, he's like, these guys have been harassing me. They also tried to run me over with monster trucks in Texas. So,
and when that didn't work, they went back to harassing me.
But yeah, I'm sorry. What were we talking about before that? With the film release. Yeah.
But you said the director's coming on your show this Friday.
Correct. So they rushed it out. They didn't do a lot of press because they didn't want to give him a lot of lead time.
Got it.
So
Okay.
we got wind of this premiere, and we are going to maybe go to it. And we do talk to some of the angels, and we got word from someone saying that it wasn't so like we didn't think we were entitled to be there or anything like that. I mean, the most we maybe want is like, hey, can you just do you guys have press seats? Because I didn't want to drive 5 hours and maybe we didn't get in or something. But then, and it wasn't even about that. We got word. Someone said, well, no, they said, don't talk to you guys. And I was like, well, what is that? Like, don't talk to us at all? Like, that's kind of weird. And then I kind of understood it on one hand, like obviously where there's if you're talking to the anti-Corey podcast, like that puts a certain spin on your documentary that you think you want to be pitched as neutral. But then when we got word of that, I was like, all right, fair enough. And then we saw that she was on the bonfire, and we are like, well, what's that? Like the bonfire does exactly what we do, maybe even worse sometimes.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of calling that out a bit and talking about how we're the most dangerous podcast. Because if you can go on the bonfire, but not come on Jim and them, I mean, then what's going on here?
Right.
So I don't know if this was, I guess we're going to hash this out because I don't know if this was like a thing of like phone tag or, like a game of telephone where maybe things got miscommunicated, or maybe it's just a turnabout is fair play. Like she's just kind of changed her mind because Corey has now labeled her the dark media. Like it's gone for, like at this point, she's already dark media. She might as well come on our dark media show to discuss the film.
And the doc's out, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Not going to change that. So what time can people watch it? Is that live on your channel on Friday?
Yeah, we'll be live around 7:15 Pacific on Friday, and we'll go for who knows how long.
Awesome. Definitely check that out. Jim and them on YouTube. A couple other things I want to talk to you about because you're a Corey Feldman expert, and I love the parallels. If Corey Feldman had a podcast, it'd be great. He doesn't, so he doesn't really fit into our world as often. But he's got so many similarities to Stuttering John that I really enjoy because they're both narcissists who are has-beens who can't let go, and they both exaggerate and just lie about things all the time and continue to repeat them, like the resume. John repeats his resume ad nauseum. So does Corey. And Corey says things like he's been in 18 #1 films. Is that even close to true?
No. We fact check this. We try to fact check this all the time. We try to get people to ask him on Twitter to name the films because it's like you can go to like an AI and it's going to give you a list. And of course, even that list is wrong. Like I've sat down and looked at his movies and like cross-checked it with like box office charts and Box Office Mojo. I mean, he's had a bunch of #1 films. So fair enough.
He was in some big movies for sure.
Sure, and a lot of his classics still hold up, even though I shit on him every week. I could still appreciate some of those films, but yeah, it's I think it's maybe at like 8 or 9, but it's definitely not 18.
He says
And
18. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and he also throws out these Billboard chart.
That's where I was going
all right.
next. He claims he has #1 songs on Billboard charts. I'm like, what the fuck Billboard chart are we talking about?
Yeah, which planet?
That's insane.
He'll try to convince you that it's the adult contemporary. That's why you're not like it's number 20 on the adult contemporary, but it's not. It's number 20 on a adult contemporary chart, but they're called the indicator charts, which are kind of like a mini chart saying that this maybe is gaining a little, like it got radio play in like 20 stations across the country. That's essentially what that means. Like when you look at it, and he'll hold these plaques up, and if you zoom in though and look at the chart, it'll say like indicator charts. And on one hand, I guess that works because no one's going to look into it, and it does say Billboard on it. But yeah, when you really like break these things down, they're not what he pitches.
It's just so sad that he needs that to be the case.
That's
so
the
badly,
part. No one he's talking to is like, well, I have 9 #1 films. So, I have 18. Like 9 is impressive. You can just leave it at that. You don't need to claim you were also in consideration for the Leonardo DiCaprio role in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yes, that's another. Yeah, all these roles that he was supposed to have. And even he can't, I mean, I'm sure this is something John does as well, because he also loses track of his lies.
Yep.
So you'll have him in one interview saying something, and then like it'll be months later, paparazzi's talking to him. And these aren't just like, oh, I misspoke. This is like, I can't keep my lies straight. So I'm saying something completely different. And what's perfect is then I have a clip of him from an interview where he says, you know how most people, you can find someone saying one thing and then another interview saying another thing. You won't find that with me. And it's like, dude, I find it all the time.
Yeah,
I constantly find it.
Well, I wanted to play a little bit of a podcast that Corey was on not too long ago. It is The Magnificent Others with Billy Corgan. And what I loved about this interview is that Billy Corgan is a very soft interviewer. He's going to let you say your piece. He's not going to push back. And he explores things. Like Billy's interested. I think he does a good job on this show. I've seen him with a number of guests that he does a pretty good job with. And Corey just feeds him so much bullshit and horse shit that, Billy's going to go along with. And so here's one of the examples that I wanted to discuss with you.
I mean, I have a friend who I work with in professional wrestling. His bedroom is completely devoted to the Goonies.
Oh, wow.
And he's
That's nice.
40 years old.
That's funny.
But that's his favorite movie.
Goonies never say die. That's
Yeah.
my friend. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, for me, it's kind of like, oh, that thing, like I don't really spend much time thinking about it.
So that's funny right there. He goes, Goonies never say die, flashes the 2 because they're looking for the sequel. He's hoping that sequel comes out. And he goes, I don't spend any time thinking about it. He's on a tour right now showing that movie.
Yeah, we just missed him.
I would have been there. I don't even like that movie, but I would have gone to hang out with Corey on that one.
I don't really think about it.
And there are interviews we've covered where it goes either way. He's going to be a dick about it no matter what. If you don't bring it up, he's going to be upset you didn't bring it up. But if you do bring it up, he's going to be like, no, I don't want to. I want to talk about now. I'm not about the old stuff. Like it's amazing that he'll look for a way to be upset about what you're saying instead of just going like, oh, thank you so much. Like what a great part of my life or career or whatever,
Also, not for nothing, but if Billy Corgan goes, this guy I know from professional wrestling loves the Goonies, his entire room's decked out, and they'd be like, oh, who is that?
Yeah.
I bet it's someone famous.
Yeah.
If Billy's bringing this up, I bet it's like a guy with a name. That's John Cena. Anyway, the point is,
Yeah, but Corey's like, I get this all the time.
Right.
It's really boring, actually.
Let's try to flip it on its head, because obviously we talked about a lot of hard stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel good about the art of it all? Or is it too painful for you?
To be honest, no. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Because I want to understand. I don't want to be that guy, but like, I like the movie, so you should too.
Right. No, I mean, Goonies is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Lost Boys, great movie. Stand By Me. I'm just, 18 #1 films. They weren't #1 for a mistake. They were #1 because they were great films.
18 #1 films. Again, this is where Billy is just like, 18 #1 films.
I was unaware.
Does he count the McDonald's commercial?
It was filmed.
And I'm not sure if this is similar with Stuttering John or not, but I do think what's great about what we do or what you guys do is because most people, they might even have, like Billy Corgan probably thinks like, I wonder if that's true. But you're not going to push him on it. You're just going to be like, fine, whatever. We're just doing an interview from my podcast. We're having a friendly discussion. No big deal. But I kind of love that there are people like us out there that are like, no. Hold on a second. Let's examine this a little bit and let's see why you're doing this and why you're just like floating this stuff by and hoping people be polite and not ask you about it.
Corey's been a celebrity his entire life. So it's rare for someone to be such a big star as a child and have such a career through his teenage years and then have no one ever tell him that he should stop playing music immediately and that he's embarrassing himself. He's a rare breed right here. I don't think he has a lot of people surrounding him who give him good advice. I don't think he allows that. He probably pushes those people away.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard, again, we've definitely heard from different people here and there. And I think some people do, and yeah, he's not going to accept it. And then a lot of people, it's like the gravy train. We got to keep the gravy train going. Like, yeah, this is great. Keep it up. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, and I think even in that movie, his brother's in the movie, and he's always yelling at his brother. And his brother makes an amazing point because he just says at one point, like, I'm the only one that will fight Corey because obviously I grew up with him. I don't really care. I'm not impressed by anything he's done. But, I know that he's a kid that since he was 3 years old, everyone's told him he's right. So he still believes that, or he has to believe that.
I have to play you this other story he tells Billy Corgan because it's so funny. And there's a Howard Stern, Stuttering John tie into it. So, and this is a story that he's been telling for a long time. It's another one of these whoppers that he holds on to. He wrote a song called What's Up with the Youth? And this song, he was friends with Michael Jackson at the time. And I'll let him tell the story. But the fact that like Billy's just kind of nodding his head and going along with this, and I'll show you what actually went down.
True.
Right. And in that.
And you knew that, you knew the Hollywood version.
Of course, but not only the Hollywood version, the music version too, because not only that, you have to realize I'm coming from the 80s where Michael Jackson tells me my song, What's Up with the Youth, is going to be a #1 hit. I played it for him in the car. He said, this song is incredible, Corey. This is a #1 song.
He was trying to fuck you. Can you imagine all the times you told someone you wanted to fuck something that's totally not true?
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Walk this into Tommy Mottola right now at CBS Records.
Your cute little ass wrote that song? That sweet little behind right there? That's what came up with this?
Will you hum it to me?
It's one of my favorite stories because we've heard it so many times, and I think I've mentioned this on our show that I've heard it so many times that when he tells it now, I'm in the story. Like the way I picture it is I was there as well as it was happening.
I can get you a #1 song. And I said, thank you anyway.
How old were you at that?
18.
Okay,
he wasn't trying to fuck him. Never mind. I take all of that back.
Yeah, there goes that theory.
Just like Stuttering John, the guy was being nice, and he has to pay for being nice to him.
Yep, you got a compliment.
That's pretty Eddie.
Yeah, and I was like, thank you, but no. Because #1, I'm your friend, and I don't want you to think I'm just another guy trying to get some shit out of you.
Which would have been everybody in the world at that point.
Exactly.
Wow. What a great guy Corey Feldman is. And he doesn't mind telling us about it, too.
Yeah.
It's nice of him.
Very generous.
Oh, he'll tell you. He won't stop telling you. That's for sure.
I'm a little different than most people. I'm actually a great guy who does amazing things. Oh, good.
He's also just a bad business person because the way that works is you don't bring it up unless they mention it or offer it. Then you say yes.
Right.
That's how that works.
And #2, if I do it that way, then you're the Michael Jackson protege. I'll be a one-hit wonder. Everybody will compare me to you for the rest of my life. And then what?
The funny thing is that all this happened except for the one-hit wonder part.
Right?
Yes.
Never did get the hits. That's funny.
Never got the hit, and all he does is try to remind you of him being like an imitation Michael Jackson by constantly dancing and dressing like him. It's one of the most bizarre things where he's almost showing self-awareness there, but completely not.
Yep.
Where do you go from there as an artist? You're done.
Yeah.
So I thought, if I'm going to do this, I've got to do it myself. It's got to be legitimate, and I've got to earn my stripes. And if that means playing holes for the next 20 years, and so be it. I'll play the holes for the next 20 years, which brings us up to where we were. And by the way, Howard Stern just, smashed it like a pumpkin with everything by bringing me on his show with that song that Michael guessed would become number one and making a joke out of it.
Okay. He blames Howard Stern for this song not taking off. This is where we're going with this story.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is crazy.
A fraud out of it.
Why did that happen? Sorry.
Because he said, hey, I want you to come on my new show. And I said, well, I'm trying to push this new single. Is it what's the format? I'd never seen the show. I just assumed he's like any other radio host.
Yeah.
Now, I did his radio show prior to that where everybody had warned me, Howard Stern, he's really mean, he's really cruel, he'll do really awful things. And I was like, oh God, I was terrified. But Sam kept saying, you got to do it. I was very good friends with Sam Kinison. He'd say, you got to do it, you got to do it, you got to do it. Okay, fine. So I did it.
I was taking advice from Sam Kinison. Sure. Smart.
When he died. So the day that Sam died was the first time I did Howard. And Howard was very sweet. He was very welcoming. He was very warm. We had an immediate bond.
Yeah.
And
Isn't Billy the best?
No.
So I did the show.
Sorry. So Billy says, so how bad did it go?
Yeah, right.
2 or 3 times in succession, and he said, come out to New York, come do the TV show too, it'll be great. So I'm going with the idea that he's been really sweet, he's been great. I came in through Sam, so he knows not to mess with me, everything will be fine. And I get there, and they said, we're going to do a skit. It's called Club Howie, and you're going to perform, but we're going to act like it's Club MTV. But, I'm dressed as Right Said Fred, and so it'll be kind of funny, but it'll be like you performing, and the performance won't be funny. It'll just be you performing.
Sure.
Okay, I can go with that. So I do it, and I walk out on stage, and there's...
You think he's being a little naive here, Adam?
Just a little bit. I said, cool, what could go wrong with that?
I mean, the clip is so funny. Like, how would he not?
I'm going to play it.
And also, I mean,
We're
even
on
if you
Rumble.
take all that out, if Howard didn't have any of that other stuff, and it was like the big gif that gets shared around is just him doing like the Running Man or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
it's that weird move he does.
Yeah, like that
Stuttering
would-
John.
Yeah,
Doing
yes.
that.
That would still be enough. I mean, Howard does put it over the top because there's so many ridiculous things going on, but it's like there's no lost hit that would have happened if this performance did happen.
No shit. That's why the
exactly.
story is so funny, the
Yeah.
way he's explaining this. And, Billy's just being very generous. It's like, oh, and then what happened?
a midget in a hula skirt. And there's guys passing blow-up dolls in front of me and acting like they're mentally impaired. And like, I'm going, what is this? What is this? This mockery. So they took my music and they made it a form of mockery. And that was the initial launch. I mean, the only thing that I had televised prior to that was an amazing reception when I performed as the first performance at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards back in 1988 or 89.
I can't unhear Billy now. It was lost on
I
those
came out,
little
the fans
fags.
were going crazy, and the kids were screaming, and it was like the Beatles, and it was nuts, and it was great. And every show that I'd done privately was exactly like that. But
I was
all
there.
of a sudden,
I
now
was there.
Howard put...
He wasn't like that. I was there.
You actually attended one
I
of
was
these
at the
shows,
first
Adam?
Kids' Choice Awards. And
shit.
I remember him performing, and it was a TV taping. It really was less gay, but the same bit is on the Howard Stern show.
Okay.
And when
hilarious.
even if you watch, if you watch it on YouTube or whatever, the crowd is clearly pumped in because it sounds like they're going crazy, but in all the shots, people are just kind of sitting there like watching him, and he's just going off doing boy band dances and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was a spectacle, and it's a TV taping.
Right.
this whole other spin on it to make it a joke.
Right.
Fast forward to...
Do you think...
I've been fighting that stigma on and off,
But
right?
just because I don't know the moment, but in hindsight, do you think it was just thought they were having a bit of fun, or do you think it was purposely mean-spirited?
I think it was very mean-spirited.
All right, so they did this on purpose to sabotage Corey's career. This is what Howard Stern's in the writing meeting with Fred and Jackie. They're like, what do you guys want to do with this new TV show we have? We could ruin Corey's music career.
Well, if I got word that Michael Jackson told him it was going to be a #1, or that's what Corey thought, I'd be like, yeah, we might want to fuck with him a little bit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if he's bragging about the song like that, be like, yeah, let's definitely fuck with this Goonie.
And supposedly, I mean, because we haven't covered really a lot of the Howard stuff yet, he went on another like 3 or 4 times after it anyways.
That's what everyone in the chat is saying, is that Corey has been on Howard Stern's show multiple times since and has never brought this up. And yet now he talks about it like it sabotaged his entire music career. Like you just heard him say that. So yeah, let's watch some of this. This is a classic.
For us is a brand new song. What's this song about?
The song is about, it's called What Up With Youth, and it's about what's up with the youth in America today, gang violence, drugs.
It's called What Up With Youth. It's about like, what up with youth?
Never gets old. It never gets old. It's so good.
Very much like Nick DiPaolo, who shows up to dinner with Jeffrey Epstein. When he's younger here, but when he showed up and Howard was dressed like that and put the mic in his face, he could go, you know what? I don't want to sing my song right now, and just not do it. It is an option.
Yeah.
What up with soup?
Drugs and that kind of thing, trying to make the world a better place.
Hey, I could relate to that for sure. I'm not kidding. I really think that's good for the youth, you know? Yeah.
Oh, did you see fucking Stuttering John just there? What an asshole. He saw himself.
Oh, camera's on me.
Yeah, he saw himself and started fucking doing his stupid dance.
Hey, I could relate to that for sure. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not kidding. I really think that's good for the youth, you know?
You wrote this yourself?
Yeah. You wrote it yourself?
Wrote it and produced it. Yeah.
Let's hear for Corey right now with the song. Let's all start dancing, baby. Go ahead, Corey.
This song sucks so bad.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
So we recently watched Corey on Dancing with the Stars because he made a million excuses as to why he couldn't perform on there. The dude cannot fucking dance. It's like one of the things he does for a living right now. I saw him live. He dances the whole show, and he can't dance.
One of the best things about that too is the timing worked out that we'd watched his. He did Dancing on Ice in the UK, but just like 10 years ago. But either way, on that, I mean, of course, he flopped. He was bad. On his exit interview, they did ask him, like, do you think maybe you should have just done Dancing with the Stars instead of Dancing on Ice? And he just said, no, well, then it wouldn't be fair, you know, like, because it's like he's a professional dancer.
right.
And then here we are, and it didn't, he's first person booted, first person out.
You know, it's sad too because Dancing with the Stars this season that Corey was on was just on tour. They were at the Borgata.
That's right.
We spoke to one of the Dancing with the Stars husbands who was there, one of the headliners who was there. And he was telling me that, no Corey, no Hilaria Baldwin either on this tour. That's disappointing.
Also, thanks for meeting me. I didn't want to be in there.
Yeah, I know. He's just like, can I please have a beer with you? But no, it was funny because he knows we make fun of Hilaria Baldwin. And he goes, yeah, we didn't want her on this tour for all the reasons that you would think we wouldn't want her around.
Do they bring some of the celebs out? I'm not familiar enough with that, or is it just the dancers?
No, they bring them out.
Yeah,
oh, they do. Wow.
Are there for
When you do conventions like Corey, you're admitting that you're not working on art. You are working on being fandom and celebrity, and you're going to make money that way. So you don't get to decide how people enjoy your shit. If you're the Duck from Howard the Duck and you're signing, you don't get to decide whether they're asking you to sign it out of respect or because it's funny and they're making fun of it. You just take the money and do it. The fact that he still does conventions but thinks he can decide how people enjoy. Your fans. Jim and them are fans. They're spending
Absolutely.
money. They are standing in line. You don't get to decide how they enjoy it. Every once in a while, for a guy like Corey, a big corporate machine like Dancing with the Stars will come in, pick him up, and he got the opportunity. But what did he do? He kept the fucking convention gigs on the weekend. You can't do both. Dancing with the Stars, if you do well, will catapult you to a whole new world. Conventions will keep you doing conventions, but he needed that cash. Every convention that you do, it says they want you to. If anything big comes up, you can reschedule. It would be so great if you could go do Dancing with the Stars and then come back to us. Now you're even more famous. They're going to spend even more money. You can get out of it. He needed the cash, and he can't get out of this like hustler mentality and just work on his art. He hasn't worked on dancing or singing or acting or even being in a band at all. He just works on getting back at his enemies. Stuttering John story.
He also has it like he was put off by the scheduling of the whole thing. It's like, you said yes to it. How did you not know that you had band rehearsal and that your album was coming out with your dumb girlfriend and that you had these conventions coming up?
And had to move.
Like this was all put on him.
Right, he had to move.
No, I love that.
The moving.
Yes, yeah. I love that insight because if you go back when we were watching just the initial press like lead up to that, stupid me, like for whatever reason, I give him way more credit than I should. I really thought that he understood that this was a big opportunity and he was going to be maybe a little bit different, not be a dick to everyone, not like have his outbursts or his tantrums. I thought he understood, like, this is a network show. This is a huge show. This is putting your face back in magazines and getting people talking. And yeah, he completely fumbled it for no reason.
The mix is so off. He said he produced it. You might want to leave that part out. So we got the hook coming up. Let's see. Maybe the hook will save this, because so far it seems pretty pedestrian. But let's see. Who's dancing gayer, Howard or Corey?
Yeah, Howard was looking at him like, what is he doing?
Otherwise, supposed to be dancing stupid around here.
It really is amazing to see kind of because he's essentially in a prison of this moment. Like, he's still living this moment today. Yes. That's why he's always bringing it up in interviews. Yep. So it is like it's such a weird thing to be able to see that moment encapsulated for someone that they. I mean, he could easily just stop performing. I get, you know, maybe that's unfair to say if that's what he loves to do, but he doesn't have to perform. But he really thinks if he keeps performing, he's going to somehow overcome this, and we're going to forget about that because he's going to drop this song that we're all going to love, and we're going to realize we had him wrong all along.
I mean, the song, is it The Joke's on You? Is that what it's called?
Yes,
right.
yeah.
Off his new album. He's like literally saying like, no, guys, you don't get it. I'm the only one who gets what's going on here. You're all dumb. So, it doesn't work that way. You can't just change history with a dumb song lyric.
My question about this moment
Yeah.
is if he says he didn't know what the Stern Show was about. What if he did? What would he have done different?
Right.
He would have done the same fucking thing.
We have to play this part because this is where John does this hilarious, I believe he calls it joke dancing.
Oh yeah,
and we're on WTP, so we're obligated to play this part.
Somebody stabbed him 'cause they thought he was a gangster. Just trying to be cool. Nobody tried to. I just understand.
Never nonstop laughs. John Melendez, unbelievable. So well done. Jim, thank you so much for coming on the show, my friend. I hope that we get to hang out at Hackamania.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully maybe things might be happening. I really appreciate you guys having me on. And wow, what a perfect moment to end on, because it really is the collision there of the Corey-verse and the Dabbleverse, like, encapsulated in that moment. So, yeah, thank you guys so much.
Dude, thank you. Don't be a stranger. I really appreciate your guys' analysis. We should, and especially now knowing that you're a big Opie and Anthony guy, I'd love to have you back on the show again.
Yes, I would love to hear about the new Opster and this new Anthony that he found. I took a peek at some of the clips, but I mean, it's almost embarrassing when I look at his channel and I see these 500 view shows that he's doing. I'm like, at that point, is he that hard up for attention or money? I can't tell. So yeah, I'd love to talk about that more.
Wait, when did he get 500 views?
That's up from where it used to be, but yes, we should certainly explore that, Jim.
All right, thanks,
People should
guys.
check you out. So Jim and them on YouTube. You also have a Patreon.
Yes, yeah, patreon.com/Jim and them, and basically Jim and them on all socials. One word, obviously.
All right, you guys do great work. Keep it up, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Jim from Jim and them.
When he's never said
joining
die.
the show. And supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go to support this show, like the Justin Toledo.
Jim and them is pop culture. I know that. Now get Tukey and Carl on your show to help defeat the Goblin Ghoul. All hail Queen Judy Greer.
I probably should have played that one. Jim was still here. Do we have any Rumble rants? Producer
Nope.
Chris? All right.
We're all caught up.
Okay. Very good. I love that Whitney Cummings is costing me so much money. It's a lot of fun. This is going great. Let's talk about John Mulaney.
Should we bring in Johnny Crutches? Can we bring in Johnny Crutches? You can make fun of him for a while and make you feel a little better.
Let's try to rally the troops here.
Okay.
All right, so John Melendez is also reacting to the comic showing up in the Epstein files. And of course, Jackie Martling showed up, as we were talking about earlier in the program. And John is so excited about this. He can't wait to bust the balls of his old pal Jackie, who no longer talks to him. And he's always looking for a reason to get one over.
I have all the jokes. I have a bunch of scenarios. I think it'll be really fun to experiment with. Of course, I'm well aware your buzz with this all the time. I can't do what Jackie's but you seem as enamored with everything jokes as I am. They're so
snotty.
So important, yes? Love to meet again one fine day. Okay, Jack. All right. Got it. Got it.
He's not writing to you.
But wait, there's more.
Why does he have to wipe his nose like that?
And then flick it right at us.
It's so childish.
One movement.
I always talk about this. If you think you're watching a 7-year-old, it all makes sense. Just wipe it all the way down his arm. Stupid snot.
Wow, look at all that.
and then he talks about how he's shagging girls all the time. No one's buying it.
What was the point of him reading that, playing it, and then saying, "We got it, we got it"?
Right. Yeah, he doesn't know how to analyze anything or make it interesting. So he's reading an email that Jackie sent to Jeffrey Epstein because he was looking for an investment. And John acts like he would have handled this better. He would have known what was up because John has all the morality.
Now, this is the latest one, and I'm sorry. I mean, but again, for Jackie to,
Oh, he's putting sun everywhere on his hands.
For him to, ask Jeffrey Epstein, he's just trying to get. But again, this is Jackie being a schnorrer, and Jackie was so mad at me for calling him a schnorrer, and I'm like, Jackie, that's what we did. That's what we did all the time on Stern. Come on. This is what Howard did, I did, Fred did, Robin did. We all goofed on you for being a schnorrer. But somehow, I got my fair share of fucking beatings on shit I did. So here we are.
So John acts like, Jackie's so mad at me for calling him cheap. Nope, Jackie doesn't think about that at all. Jackie's on his show ranting about you. And I see Jackie on shows. We just played him with Chrissy. Seems to be enjoying himself. I've seen him on Opie recently. Seems to be enjoying his life and just going about his day and trying to avoid the topic of John Melendez because that's toxic. John still thinks they're fighting a battle with each other.
I think thanks to Jim and them, I'm going to be comparing everyone for the next 100 episodes to Corey Feldman now. Because this is the same thing. Corey just went on all of those explanations saying, all of these people did horrible things to me, so why shouldn't they also happen to you? And why can't I do them to you? That's his justification. Right. You called out personal details of some private gig that he did and listed everything, all of his purchases on your show. It was a private gig. No one asked you to do that. So therefore what? What is it? You had bad shit happen to you. That doesn't mean that has to happen to other people.
Yeah. So John decides he needs to read some more of Jackie's emails to Epstein that he finds in a subreddit.
To Jeffrey Epstein. You're a good guy. Want to invest in the Jokeland Comedy Club in Las Vegas? Me. Okay. Now, seriously, folks, folks.
Whenever you're done, text me.
Seriously.
Folks. Yep, take your time.
I mean,
Ugh.
some guys tell me to
Drink.
invest in a Kleenex. Yeah, well, whatever.
People are calling him out for being snotty and gross. He's got nothing. So he goes to the Howard Stern subreddit and sees someone posted, Jackie writing to Jeffrey Epstein, "You're a good guy. Want to invest in the Jokeland Comedy Club." It's like, okay, what's your take on it? What do you got? Adam, what does John think he's getting over on with this?
He's pointing and he's laughing, and that's it. Something bad is potentially happening to Jackie in a subreddit. He can finally go into a subreddit and pull something out that's not about him and make fun of him, but he's too tired or drunk or sick or drippy or I don't know what it is to even get any of these thoughts out. So he's just kind of like, you do it yourself. It's like a paint by numbers. There's Jackie, and you come up with some jokes or something.
You're right, exactly.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Did you guys see this subreddit post? I don't know. I got it. It's there, so someone liked it. And again, Adam, you brought this up when we were talking about it with Nick DiPaolo earlier. It's like the Jeffrey Epstein, this whole world that we're talking about, it's a brutal thing that happened. And the fact that people are finding this to dunk on their rivals is gross. It's really gross to come on here and be like, isn't this great that this guy was associated with this pedophile that ruined so many young girls' lives? I don't think so. I don't think any of that's great.
The Women's League came together to thank you for the work you were doing for them, John. They really appreciated that, especially when you paused to take a couple texts in the middle of your diatribe. Right. I really did think that this kind of shit was reserved to people like Quad and John who don't have the option to tell jokes.
Right.
So they just resort to, accusing people of crimes. I've rarely heard somebody who has the option to be funny not take it, or go that other route. They stay with funny. It's the people who don't have that option that do this. But now this is so big, everyone thinks they can just jump on in, including Nick DiPaolo, who's being accused of it at the time and defending himself. He can do it to other people. At some point, we're going to remember that there are actual victims involved in this thing. And if you're going to talk about it, you should be talking about them.
All right. Well, John, of course, is always a tattletale. Once a tattletale, always a tattletale.
Has Howard talked about this? Because someone let me know. I mean, Howard must have talked about this. If not, this is like the funniest thing. I mean, if I were Howard, I'd have Jackie on as a guest to talk about this. But then again, Howard doesn't, Howard wants to forget the old Howard. The old Howard would have Jackie on, but not the new Howard. Like the new Howard would rather talk about cats. All right, here we go.
He talks about guitar, not cats.
Patrick Michael not reading that.
All right. So he immediately wants Jackie to get in trouble from Howard Stern.
Right.
He's just like, oh, is anyone alerting Howard Stern about this? Can we get Jackie in more trouble?
Daddy issues.
With Daddy, yeah. With our previous daddy that we had together. What an asshole. Yeah. He goes, why wouldn't Howard have him on? This is hilarious.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
But you could call him cheap on the backs of all of those victims. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be worth it? Maybe he'd feel hypocritical. Maybe he'd be like, I don't know, people are going to mention I was at the Diddy parties. I don't want to get involved. I just want to, I can't believe I'm defending this. Jesus.
All right. Let's shift gears to something that's way more fun. My channel getting struck.
Oh.
Let's talk about Keanu coming on as John is gloating and celebrating my channel getting struck. And then Keanu's coming on to jump on board with him.
Clubfoot Carl's channel taken down for a week by
yes, he was suspended.
Either Whitney Cummings or somebody.
By Whitney Cummings herself.
Do you think? Yeah, because it doesn't say Whitney. I almost thought maybe he was trying to make his channel seem bigger by saying that Whitney herself did it.
Well, you know what? See, that's you.
You are smart there. That
Right.
could be the thing.
Because I highly doubt Whitney Cummings sits around and thinks of Clubfoot Carl, but I mean, or maybe there's an algorithm or something. So maybe one of
Well,
her
her
people-
lawyers could, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
like somebody in her camp could go, wait a second, this ain't right.
Right.
Correct. That was the whole point. I think John goes, look, if it happened on your show, that's your show. So that represents you. No matter, John has said this many times. It doesn't matter if it's a guest on your show. Jay Leno would always tell me, it reflects on the boss. So whatever happens, Whitney Cummings gets my channel struck, whether it was an attorney that works for her or her social media director or who knows who's doing this and monitoring social media and YouTube. And they're like, and Carl thought it was Whitney Cummings herself. I don't think Whitney Cummings is watching Clubfoot Carl. I doubt she is, although she probably did see that video we posted. It was pretty funny. Yeah. And she does watch a lot of herself on social media, gets pissed about it. So
She thinks you're implying that she was a disgruntled fan who was just coming in for some Frenchie Hana and was like, what, me now?
Right. As if I was implying that when I said, yeah, thanks, Whitney, for getting my my video struck. So this is amazing. Now, Keanu, she likes to say that I slut shame her. She said that recently. I'm going to cover a lot of this on Dabbleverse Live tomorrow because Lucy went on Hughesy's show yesterday with Keanu and really exposed Keanu for how fucking retarded she is, which is great. I can't wait to play it because Keanu just goes on and just makes these statements about, and then Lucy said this, and then Carl said that, and then they play the clip, and Lucy's like, none of that happened. But Keanu is so quick to go after people and play the victim. And I can't believe you guys would slut shame me. Blah, blah. I've never maybe I have, but I'm not slut shaming Keanu. I'm not talking about her appearance. I'm saying she's dumb. I'm saying she's a really dumb, stupid person who shouldn't have a mic in front of her face for as often as she does. And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about when I say that.
Of course. Yeah.
But when I strike these fucking assholes.
Which is well within your right. People get on you for that, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, if YouTube, if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Those are the rules of YouTube. Sorry, and it's within your right to. Why should you be bullied into not doing that if you don't want that happening? I've never understood this argument. I don't know.
I don't understand the argument either. What is the argument?
Do you want to repeat that back to me? Can anyone summarize that for me? If I put that in the chat GPT, how would it summarize that for me?
Doesn't stick.
All right. I went ahead and transcribed this. Let me read it to you. Let me read to you what Keanu just said, because Keanu's making a point about John striking channels and how great that is. Which is well within your right. People get on you for that. But it's like, I don't know. I mean, if YouTube, if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Those are the rules of YouTube. Sorry. And it's within your right to, why should you be bullied into not doing that if you don't want that happening? I've never understood this argument. I don't know. She said nothing.
No.
Why would she possibly want to be talking to a microphone as often as she does? She can't put a sentence together.
And I'm sure John agrees with her.
Oh, of course. Because both these idiots don't say anything and think they're making poignant points.
It's what they're getting from each other is like, he knows it was supportive. He doesn't know what she said, and she doesn't know what she said, but she knows it sounded supportive, so everybody's happy.
She has no idea what she said. She just knows that Carl's channel got struck. That's a good thing. John striking Shuley and dabbling Doofus, all good things. These are good things because she's just Team John. That's the problem with these idiots. They don't have any point of view. They just know feelings and teams, and so they're not consistent at all. I have more examples of that.
No, but of course, when it comes to Whitney Cummings, Lady K is trying to make it about free speech, which is why now I call him, he's Lady Godiva.
All right, so you just heard her laugh at that. Okay? Does she know why she laughed at that? Because I think she doesn't. And I think she laughs at John a lot when John's not funny at all. And here's proof.
He's a freedom rider. Like, it's all about Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. You wouldn't know that, would you?
No, not that
And then
one.
there's Maud.
I don't know. She was giggling about it. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch. It's not a great joke from John. She's giggling about it, and he's like, "Do you know what that means?" She's like, "No."
No, I like Godiva chocolate.
You're right. You just said lady, and you were talking about a guy, so I giggled at it. It's pretty funny.
2 different comics we watched today get accused of some kind of crime and resorted to B. Arthur references as some kind of
you're right.
fail-safe.
No, he just like, and he's like, "Hey, are you going to be pissed off about this?" He's like, "Whitney." It's like, well, I don't know what you expect to happen.
Okay, this gets fucking retarded. They're reading the tweet that I put out, which I'll show you in just a moment. But now they're adding all this context and inflection to it. Let's listen to this.
About this, he's like, "Whitney." It's like, well, I don't know what you expect to happen. And you know what? And then Whitney ain't gonna be bull. If it actually, I can't imagine it's actually Whitney Cummings. Like, "I'll show you, Carl," like, and striking him. But I think maybe her people or whatever, like, they probably just went through a whole bunch of videos that were using her content, and then, so that's what happens. But
Okay, so they don't know anything that they're talking about at all, as usual. So they think this is a copyright strike because I was using her content. Has fucking nothing to do with that. These idiots, they go on and they have this take on things that they have zero understanding of. And all they're doing is embarrassing themselves. Here's the tweet that I put out. So at Whitney Cummings struck my channel and I'm in the YouTube timeout for 1 week. Well done, Whitney. You really get comedy and free speech. Please check out my Rumble for today's WATB and the rest of this week's shows. And I post this right here that shows that I didn't follow their harassment policy conduct. And so got a strike for community guidelines. Nothing to do with
Copyright.
using her content or anything like that. And I explained it when I was talking about this up front in this episode about the fact that we were saying the words that Whitney had shown us, she auto bans in the comments. And so her people, whoever saw that and decided that that was harassment. It wasn't. We were just chuckling at the fact that she auto bans these hilarious words like unfuckable and ugly.
Yeah. And she's also like, if you're smart, you'll be auto banning people with your list of words.
She was telling everyone, if you're a woman on the internet, this is what you have to do. You have to have a list of words to let everyone know what bothers you. And so we were pointing that out. But we were not harassing her. We were not sexually harassing her or anything like that. Kiana doesn't know what she's talking about.
No.
But she does know that when bad things happen to me and Shuli, it makes her happy.
I think okay, here we go. All right.
so Shuli and Carl, they can't catch a fucking break. Couldn't have happened to two nicer people.
But his thing count.
That's a weird thing. So Kiana doesn't like Shuli and me. What do we do differently than what she does? Or John? Or Aaron Imholt? Or any of these idiots? Why are we the villains on this one? What is she talking about?
Does she do it better?
I think so, yeah, because we have more people watch us when we do it.
She's jangling keys in front of a baby. She's like, you like those names, Carl, Shitwayer? You like
Yeah.
hearing that? Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I don't know where she thinks this is going to get her. She's not thinking it through, obviously.
Like it's not like they haven't been warned. I mean, like, how many times do you warn somebody and yet they keep doing it?
I wasn't warned about the harassment policy and the community guidelines, you fucking moron. I don't think they're understanding what happened to my channel.
No.
I mean, John was looking at it and gloating, but he didn't process any of the information or figure anything out. He just thinks a strike's a strike, and therefore I played a Whitney clip. I played Whitney clips from The Daily Show, and I got it cleared because that's how the Copyright Act works with fair use. It's literally how it works. And John's like, I understand federal law. You fucking don't. You think that this harassment policy violation has anything to do with me playing a clip?
He doesn't care. It's because you make fun of him. That's all this is about. You make fun of him, so he had to strike your channel.
But Adam, you brought this up early and often when you first started coming on the show regularly. Watching people become the villain. These are villains. These are people who are just like, oh, Shuli's channel got taken down. Carl's channel got taken down.
Carl,
I happen to have a stance because I have a point of view on things where I go, I don't want anyone's channel getting taken down. I hate strikes. I hate people's shows getting banned or taken off the internet. I defended Jimmy Kimmel. I defended Alex Jones. I don't want anyone's show getting taken down. See how easy that is to have like a stance and not have fucking teams and sides and be that stupid?
We genuinely want them all to be successful.
Yes, correct.
Long before you started a podcast, you said to me, all I want is for people to make fun of me as much as I make fun of them.
Yes, I was hoping for that.
Yeah.
She started this conversation. John said, yeah, they say it's an issue with the First Amendment. And she laughed and went, oh, First Amendment. Like, that's when you become a villain. That was the moment.
Right. Right. This taking down my channel, my freedom of speech, is literally like a freedom of speech issue for me. Go figure. How do you line those two arrows, Carl? Pretty easily, actually. And she goes, oh, is that what he's worried about? Yeah.
Yep.
It actually
It's
is.
a valid concern.
A very valid concern.
As should be for all streamers in this.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's annoying about it. This is funny. This is Keanu explaining that she's funny and I'm not.
It's like you're naturally a funny person. Like you could come on here and you can make, just out of nowhere, just make some funny comments. They can't.
Right. It's almost as if he's trying to crowbar in some like pre-planned zinger, and it's like no one even listens, or it's just so awkward every time he's on a show. It really is, even his own.
Well said, Keanu. Nailed it. You're funny, Keanu. Take it away. This guy's trying to make zingers.
Can't crowbar in something that's been pre-planned.
Right. It's both things, apparently. But yes, I'm awkward and awful, even on my own show. I wonder why I have way more viewers than her. She must be doing terrible. So
Rumble inflates things. We all know Rumble chips.
My Rumble numbers are probably horrible. I can't even see. How many people are watching our show right now, producer Chris?
Raise your hands.
I can't see.
Give me a Rumble rant if you're watching the show right now. So that way we'll know.
We just want to see if it's working.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we do have a couple. Do you want them now or you want to wait?
Yeah, why not? Who cares?
Oh,
the show's already garbage.
As soon as I said we had 0, 2 upon 3 came pouring
Whoa!
in.
All right. Layoffs are not imminent anymore, everybody.
Someone named Cardiff Electric sent us $1. Here's a pity Rumble rant. Don't spend it all at once.
I bet it's fucking Canadian, too, that
I know.
dipshit.
You can't help but spend it all at once.
Yeah.
Carl's Frosted Tips with $1. Fuck John. He's a poet. Reverend O2, $1. Bless everyone. Carl, you should send Ashley the link just to fuck with Whitney.
I should.
Score!
She might replace Adam.
Carl's Frosted Tips
I get
back with 2. TSN raid at 9 tonight. Special guest, Adam Bush.
Oh, is that true?
What was that?
Adam, you're on TSN tonight?
The raid?
Nope.
Oh,
all right.
All right.
No.
All right. Well,
Nope, it's not happening. I don't know what we're
check
rating.
your email. Maybe you are.
I want
so
Chris to come over after this and read The Princess Bride to me in those glasses. Will you do that?
I know. He does kind of give off that vibe.
And look for your keys for a while and never find them.
You don't want to hear this part. It's all romance. You don't like this. So they're talking about how Kevin Brennan pays his guests. And John says, well, there's a lot of funny things that are happening here because John says something that's retarded, as usual. And then Keanu realizes she's being a hypocrite in real time, which doesn't happen very often.
Maybe he should pay them. Yeah.
I mean, Kiana, I promise you this. If I was making $20,000 a month, I swear on my life, I would pay you every time you came on.
God damn it. If only he was making that. He promises. He guarantees if he was making that $20,000 a month, he'd be paying his guests. That's why Kevin Brennan pays his guests, because it's so easy for him. He makes $20,000 a month. It's easy to do that. What a shithead. What is the exact number? Because John claims he makes $10,000 a month now. Although he also said he's off the internet. I don't know if he was live today or not. But he claims he makes $10,000 a month. So if he doubled that, he'd pay Keanu. What if he got to $15,000? What if he got to $12,500? What's the number where he starts paying Keanu? It's not. There isn't a number. He's not going to pay Keanu. He's keeping the money, guys. You guys are both looking around like, yeah, what is that number? It doesn't exist. $20,000 doesn't matter. He's keeping the fucking money.
I'm just trying to cross-check this against the $10 million he said if he won in the lottery, he would give Susanna and the kids $1 million.
No, he said if I won $100 million, I'd give them $5 million.
Wow, that's so much worse than what I said.
So much worse. I'd give them 5%. They are my wife and kids.
And that's his fantasy.
I know. And that's him being a good guy. Because what else are we here for?
But to help people.
So also, and unless anyone get this confused, I'm not saying to pay Keanu. Never ever pay Keanu. She's not worth it. She's awful for this show. She sucks.
But, and also people don't get, maybe I just like coming on and hanging out with you. My friendships aren't transactional, right? And when was the last, I mean, you always super chat me. We do shows together. Like, it's, what is it?
Transactional.
Hold on. Yeah, that sounds transactional. She goes, I don't care if you pay me or not, but then you also super tip me and put me on stand-up shows. What?
By the way, what does transactional mean?
I don't know. It's like, mind your business. All right. No one should care whether or not someone's paying someone, or if
Keanu, have you ever cared of whether or not someone was paying someone? Because you're saying that no one should care.
they aren't, or okay, I guess I could be a little hypocritical there, because I did think he was sort of exploiting Scarlett a bit.
Oh, whoops. I talk too much on the internet and I say both things all the fucking time because I'm retarded.
Come on, ladies. Do we really care if we're getting paid or not?
She's so quick to call people out. And just she's constantly saying the opposite things on different shows throughout the same day.
Mind your business.
Mind your business, she says. All right, John was very concerned about one Tom Myers. Because Tom Myers is on MLC making fun of the Duke of the Future. And so John's like, who the fuck is this guy?
I don't even know him.
Yeah, he's got to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, all right. Okay, so is this Tom Myers stand-up act? Is that what we're going to analyze? Is this Tom Myers? I don't even know.
Dude, how funny is... Oh, initially, we were going to talk about Tom Myers.
Oh, yes. The king.
Tom Myers is the greatest comedian of all time.
My favorite stand-up comedian.
If you want to know more about Tom Myers...
Oh, God. They're ball watching this guy. Jeez, the greatest comedian of all time? Yet nobody's heard of him.
Yeah, right. Would you have a bong hit transplant?
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Greatest comedian of all time. Get the fuck out of here. You gotta be kidding me. Greatest comedian of all time.
Case
Yeah,
closed.
okay. So
this is amazing because John is like scrambling. Like, who's Tom Myers? Anyone know who Tom Myers is? He goes on the internet. He finds people talking about Tom Myers. It happens to be Nick Mullen and Stavros Halkias from Cumtown cloning this idiot. It's the reason why anyone knows who Tom Myers is, because they started making fun of him because Stavros, Savi, is from Baltimore and was doing shows with this guy. I was like, this is the worst guy I've ever seen in my life. And so doesn't John find the clip from Cumtown where Nick and Stavi are making fun of Tom Myers, being so sarcastic? This guy's the greatest comic ever. Holy shit, his stuff. And John's like, get the fuck out of here. These guys are praising this idiot. Like, right. Tom Myers sucks, John. I have really good news. The guy who's making fun of you on Kevin's show has no business making fun of anyone ever. And the best part is that John, for days, is asking every guest who comes on, who's Tom Myers? Anyone know who Tom Myers is?
What a lazy piece of shit.
He can't figure it out. And the fact that he could have gotten the answer if he would have listened longer to that clip, because they would have started playing clips of Tom's stand-up and been like, what the fuck? But John couldn't take it because it was too much praise and he had to bail out.
He believes there's like a limited amount of compliments left in the world and we can't waste them on other people.
Right. So then he's also very afraid of Matt Mead. Now, Matt Mead was dating Scarlett Hampton. Scarlett Hampton went on John's show. Scarlett claimed that Matt Mead abused her. And John was like, oh, that's terrible. Why would this guy do this? Blah, blah, blah. Well, Matt Mead is friends with Gino and Keanu. And they're all doing a comedy show at Rodney's this month. And now John's hearing that Matt Mead's talking shit about him because, John, I think, drew first blood. Uh-oh. Whoops. He never draws first blood. But anyway, it's hilarious because every show he's bringing up that he wants to be friends with Matt Mead. He has no hard feelings. He's telling Quad that. He's telling Keanu that. And he's just very concerned that Matt Mead's going to beat the shit out of him when they have this gig coming up, which is funny. Because Matt could. But this is some nervous Matt Mead talk and more Tom Myers talk.
corpse.
Like I have no idea who he is. I never had a beef with him, but somebody just said that he was trashing me with Pinky, and I'm like, what have I ever done to this guy? I don't even know the guy.
He may not go to the gym, but he can backpedal.
I love that he goes, I heard this guy's trashing me. I don't even know this guy. He's still on that thing?
Yeah.
Why does he have a problem with me? I don't even know this guy. I've never met this guy. It has nothing to do with anything. You're a public figure. You put a lot of content out there that we make fun of. How do you not understand that part?
And if you publicly talk shit about people, they might hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the ex-girlfriend who's accusing you of abusing them, and you platform that on your show, and you go, oh, wow, he sounds like a terrible person. Rather than just be like, well, what's his side? I can see why maybe someone would be pissed at you.
Is he on MLC? I can't imagine, even if he were, that he would say anything about you. I don't know.
Yeah, but
oh, and Keanu's friends with Matt V. She's like, I can't imagine him saying anything about you. Right, the guy that no one has a problem with in the Dabbleverse, John Melendez. I can't imagine someone watching a clip from John and being like, oh, why are we so hard on this guy? He's great. Keanu is so stupid. I got to come up with more synonyms for retarded for this idiot.
No, I think you're doing good.
Dolt?
Yeah.
Drip?
Moron.
I just don't like. It's like, who is this Tom Myers? You know him?
I've never met Tom Myers, but he's always been, I guess.
This is hilarious. So this is, we get to see the world through Keanu's eyes. Who is Tom Myers? Now, I already just explained it. Tom Myers is the least funny comic of all time. Many people have told him if he just built himself as the least funny stand-up, he'd be able to sell out comedy clubs. People would be like, wow, I'm going to go see the least funny stand-up of all time. But he doesn't have the awareness. He goes, well, I'm probably middle of the pack. You're like, no, Tom, we're trying to help you out here, buddy. Come on. You're the least funny stand-up of all time. Let's see what how she perceives one Tom Myers.
I guess he streams and I guess he does comedy. Is that what? But he's always been really nice to me and funny, ish, from what I know of him. But yeah, was he trashing you too?
Yeah, like him and Pinky watching the Duke of the Future.
Oh, of course.
And and then of course Pinky is just like, like he can't stop holding in the laughter because he knows it's funny. The whole thing is funny.
They're laughing at you, John. We're all laughing at you.
It's ridiculous. It's so good. Right.
Yeah,
and then they're like sitting there, I imagine he's sitting there trying to be disgusted when it's
But
like,
then Tom Myers is there and he's trashing me. I'm like, wait a second. I don't know you. Like who are you? Like, why are you?
I guess he watches all of the shows and he's been nothing but nice to me from our limited contact. But
oh, well, then he must be funny if he's been nice to you. Keanu's like, he's a comedian. I guess he's funny.
He has nice keys that he jangled.
But it's because Kevin Brennan has him on and treats him like an actual person, which is insane.
Yeah, it is.
I'm still mad at Shuley for doing that. But you have that retard on it, treating him like he's a person? That's wild. But then Keanu doesn't know any better because she's like, well, Kevin Brennan has him on, so I guess he's a comic people appreciate. No. And let's find out if Quadfather knows who Tom Myers is. I mean, Quad, this is the guy who was mad that we were doing Dabbleverse live because he's keeping track of all the Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
So I got to think that he's going to have his finger on the pulse and know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, now who is he? Tell me a little. I don't know who he is. And do you know who Tom Myers is?
Yeah.
All right, please, can you school me on these people? I don't know. Who are these people?
Well, Tom Myers, whatever. He's a comedian. He's been doing comedy forever. He's based out of Baltimore area.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wiki would have this better. He hasn't been doing comedy ever, and he's not a comedian.
You got Baltimore, right?
Baltimore, correct.
I hate his comedy. I'm not into it. I think it sucks. But to each their own. His bong hit, Transplant, joke makes absolutely no sense to me, and that's like his most well-known joke that he has.
Right. The reason why his bad joke is the most well-known joke is because he's the worst comic of all time.
Makes no sense.
What is it?
What is it? All right, a bong hit walks into a bar. Says to the bartender, he says, what is it?
I mean, I don't I don't have it memorized. It's you could look it up though. It's a well-known joke. You could just
It's a well-known joke. If it is, it's because of us.
look up bong hit transplant. It'll pop right up. It's been said many a time, but it's horrible. It's a bad joke.
Yeah, and I don't even know who the guy is. And then he goes on Pinky's show and he's trash. I mean, I'm going, what the did I do to this guy?
What is that mentality? John has to wonder what he did to somebody for someone to make fun of him. What did I do to this guy?
He thinks he's big timing them by saying he doesn't know who they are over and over again. By the time he asks Quad or Keanu, he does know. He's looked it up. He knows everything about them. In that episode, he grills Quad about Matt Mead, saying he knows nothing about him. And at some point, he blurts out, well, he is really handsome, and you got to give it to him. Matt Mead's a handsome guy. It's like, John, I thought you don't know them. What he doesn't know is how he's allowed to feel about them. And he's trying to gauge that. Do we like them? Do we hate them? I was making fun of that one guy. I found out afterwards he was really slow, so I don't want to mess in it. Is it okay to make? Do we like? What are we doing?
But honestly, I don't think the Matt Mead stuff is about that. I think the Matt Mead thing is I might meet this guy in person.
Oh, yeah. He knows everything about Matt Mead, and he's gauging what he can get away with or not.
Because I can't play all the clips, but this week he's been telling everyone who listened to him, like Gino, Keanu, Quadfather, can you tell Matt Mead that we're cool? I don't have a problem with him. Can you please tell him that? Like, he's a scared little bitch about confronting Matt Mead.
It's been amazing watching him go from come by Pickwick Pub anytime from 3 to 5, I'll be there, bring it, to this apology tour of everyone. Can you please tell Matt Mead not to make fun of me, and please tell him to be nice to me at Rodney's, please, please, please. He's scared.
He is very scared, which is funny. I'm enjoying it. Do we have any Rumble rants that have come through?
More.
We got 2 more. Very good. And then after this, we have Megan and Annie are here to play a game with us.
This could be Judy's AC, which is hot, or Judy Sack, which is not quite so hot.
Okay.
$5. Thank you. Love WATP. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much for the Rumble rant, sir.
And Jim and them.
Oh,
$5.
Nice.
Is John shit-faced, or does he always sound like that?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes.
He's shit-faced and he always sounds like that.
There's lots of fluids.
Yes. Well, that was great to have Jim on the show. I'm glad he's still hanging out, watching along with us. I think he gets it. And this is what we get.
Is it weird or is it gay? What will Larry say today? Is it gay?
Welcome, Megan. Welcome, Annie.
Hello, hello.
Great to see you both. Thank you for being here. Of course, it's time for another round of Is It Gay? This is the game show where every round is worth 1 point until the final round, which is worth 3 points. And that's where people who stink in the first 5 rounds can potentially come back and win the whole thing. The object of the game is to figure out whether or not what Aaron Imholt from Steel Toe was talking about is gay. So we're going to watch a clip, and then Megan's going to ask us if it's gay or not.
Get it to dance like Alfonso Ribeiro in Fresh Prince, and then I'll be impressed. Yeah, like this is uncomfortable. Like I just have the urge to hit this with a baseball bat.
Some of their moves, like their Chinese moves, are getting better. Like even like Teslas are pretty good. Optimus, you can see Optimus giving some guy popcorn. Guy hands him a thing, and Optimus scoops up popcorn, hands it to him. But it's not as fluid as this.
Sure. So they're getting closer.
Oh, this is so boring. All right. Is this dancing robot gay? Adam.
Yeah, it's gay.
Carl.
The last week's game was so tough. And it's got me second guessing everything. I'm going to go it's not gay.
Chris.
Not gay.
Annie.
For an extra $200 a year, it's gay.
All right.
Yeah.
He dances gay.
Ah, fuck. Megan, you're in my head now. God damn it. That was so obvious, too. Of course it's gay.
Of course.
All right. Well done. Here comes round 2 of Is It Gay?
I was 100. They keep me
No,
warm.
you have 100 iguanas on you. It's
And now I feel like I'm 100 degrees.
I'm trying to park it though. You in a parking spot, bro.
You gotta move, bro. Well, guess what? There's 100
All
more.
right, first of all, this guy is doing this for real, but the guys who are there questioning him, those are his boys. Like this is this is part of a bit that they're doing, which it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is it gay to use chili stunned iguanas for a bit? Annie.
No, it sounds cool.
It does. Chris.
Not gay.
Carl.
It's gay.
Adam.
It's gay.
But this is, these guys talking to him is a bit. But that I gotta say, it's a funny concept for a video. It's unique. It's creative.
That doesn't sound gay at all. God damn it. I stink at this. Can we just get to the final round?
Sure.
Round 3.
Stink.
I know. Round 3 of Is It Gay? Coming up.
Now think about it like this. That is direct insubordination. Now, I'm not saying I don't want full transparency. Obviously, we've been clamoring for the Epstein files for years. So I'm full transparency, no matter what the costs are here.
What the fuck is up with Owen's eyes? Is that shading? I can't unsee it now. I've been mystified by it for a minute here.
Is Aaron staring into Owen Schroyer's eyes gay? Adam.
I want to say yeah. So I'm going to follow my heart and say yeah. It's gay.
Carl.
Yeah, this one's gay.
Chris.
Gay.
Annie.
Seems pretty gay.
All right. Come on, Aaron. You got this.
This one's really dark and this one's got color. I've never noticed that. That's gay, isn't it?
Yes.
That's a gay thing.
Yes.
I knew he would have something specific about the shading. I knew he would acknowledge it.
All right, I'm on the board. I know everyone's rooting for me, so I wanted to announce that we're up to round 4 of Is It Gay?
T. Duden says, aren't you embarrassed talking about wrestling? What about your comics and action figures? I don't have comics and action figures. You don't you don't have a TV show you really like, and you don't wonder what's going to happen next in the TV show or what character's going to do what, or what you would do if you were writing that TV show. You don't.
Is it gay to not fantasize about writing your favorite TV show? Annie.
No, it is not gay to not fantasize about it.
Okay.
Chris.
I'm so confused. I'm going not gay.
Carl.
I think it's not gay to not write fantasy fan fiction. I don't know. Not gay.
He is he's pro fantasy. So,
Okay.
Adam.
Yeah, it's gay to cosplay as a TV writer for fun.
So does that mean it's not gay?
So it's not. Yeah, shit.
I know. This one's hard.
I'm going gay. That's all I know.
Thank God Melton's not here. You have a real problem with this one, I think.
Don't do that. I feel like you're weirder than I am on that one.
Weirder.
I feel like if you really like.
All right. Not gay gets the point. I feel like I'm coming back. We got round 5 here. What are the scores, producer Chris?
Annie's leading with 4. I got 3. Carl and Adam have 2.
Oh boy, I need this one. I need this one real bad.
Come on, gay.
Carl, don't fuck this up.
Behind us, crews are still working to board up the house, and I'll just direct your attention off to the left side. You see an area up there that is badly charred.
Oh, you fucking retard. No. Do you know what he was trying to do?
No.
When they said he set his house on fire trying to remove ice, I thought he was doing it from the driveway. This retard took like an acetylene torch and tried to melt icicles with it. Oh, God, you deserve to lose your home.
That sounds fun, actually. Should we do that when we get done with this?
I'm going to go with fun.
Yeah.
All right. Is it gay to use a blowtorch to melt icicles hanging from your roof? Adam.
When you say it like that, it did sound kind of fabulous, but I'm going to go with no.
Yeah, I don't think that's gay. I think that's fun.
Chris.
It's not gay, I said. Write it down, asshole. That's your job.
Not gay.
Oh, okay. He agrees with me.
Annie.
I think Aaron thinks it's gay.
Yep. That's the name of the game. Let's go.
You deserve to have all your windows boarded up. You, sir, are retarded.
Yes.
He took a torch and he just thought.
Yeah, just stop it there.
I like that Adam has to Adam. I like that Aaron has to be so excited about everything that he watches. Wow, can you believe what he did? Yeah, it's fine. Who cares?
Well, he's a radio guy, you know?
Yeah, it's good. All right. What are the scores? We're going into the final round.
Annie and myself with 4. You and Adam with a pathetic 3.
Okay. It's anyone's game right now. Of course, final round's a little bit different. This one is worth 3 points, and it's not just is it gay. We're going to get 3 different choices from Megan. So multi-choice of what Aaron's going to say about this.
Kanye said if people knew what Jay-Z and Pusha T were up to, Jay-Z and Pusha T would be in prison. And then here, Jay-Z and Pusha T both show up in the Epstein files. So like I'm saying, there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff in those Epstein files. It's just that you can't make people pay attention. You can't make people look at it. And they're not looking at it. Like,
Not everyone is going to search the internet and read the Epstein files. What kind of task is this? Is it 1, geeky, 2, internety, or 3, techie? Annie.
It sounds internety.
Chris.
Geeky.
Carl.
I hate you both because now I want it to be, I think it's internety, but if I choose it, I can't win the game. So now I have to go techie, which is definitely not techie, but that's my answer. That's the only chance I have to win, Adam. God damn it.
Internety.
Yeah, it is internety.
I said, this is all very, very internety.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into a couple of side.
Congratulations. Was that a 2-way tie that we have?
No.
Oh no, you picked
Geeky. No, Annie won the
Annie
game.
wins.
Yeah.
Yay.
Seems kind
I
of
did it.
Congratulations. I'm loving the new gay drops that we have on the board. Producer Chris, of course, we have these.
I'll go for it and say I'm gay. I'm all gay.
I guess I need to get my own gay drop if I win.
Yes.
I'm
Now
sure
do the one of
Karmic
me
has
say-
something.
Don't play the compilation of me saying the N-word.
Your asshole.
All right. This is turning into the Steel Toe Morning Show right now. We're getting too close to the flame. All right. Megan, sometimes you go ahead and check out the comments that we got on our Spotify episodes because, as you know, this is a podcast, an audio podcast. We put out every single episode on our audio feeds, and a lot of people listen to that on Spotify, and they can comment on individual apps. What do we got?
We have a lot of new comments from last week's episode, which is on YouTube.
Okay. Yes, which is on YouTube, right?
Oh my gosh, let's
Remember
see.
those days, guys? Do you remember being on YouTube?
Remember YouTube? Remember?
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
We didn't have to pay for beers. We didn't have to clean up after ourselves.
We have one, yes, Adam is back and it's smooth sailing, and fuck Trucker Andy showed up to grind everything to a halt again. Hi, Megan. Gay.
All right. Well, that one got in because it mentioned Megan, but Chris definitely appreciated that one.
I was at home crying.
I see what happened there.
Way too much AI, a consistent theme in the Dabbleverse. Very lazy. I wonder if that has to do with our super tips.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, we cut the super tips out for Spotify for our audio show. From the advantage of being a listener. So I don't know what they mean by too much AI.
And then...
I think I'm a real boy, right?
Yeah.
Was it that picture of Opie in the emergency show?
Yeah, there was some guff we got from that. That was it.
Oh, yeah, that was AI.
Yeah.
But there was a thumbnail. It was something to do with Spotify.
I know.
And then we have one, we need the video on here. Come on, guys. I got to see Opie's dumb face.
We should probably get on Spotify video now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Strike that shit, Whitney Cummings. Kelp Farming. Megan, have a channel?
No.
Yeah, this is her channel. She's over here with us.
Nobody needs to see me do a show. I like being here.
We like having you here. We appreciate that. Any other comments?
That's it. That's it for now.
Megan always picks out the best of the best.
I could read them all, but
No. You're doing the right thing. Annie, do we have any new reviews that are coming in?
Yeah, I have 3 new ones coming in. First one comes in from Fucks with Fish saying, I hate this show. Hi, Adam.
Hi.
Sounds like a 5-star.
Yeah, they did it. 5
Oh, okay,
stars.
cool. Nice.
They're really helping with the algorithm on that.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
This one comes in from Dustin G saying, if you like this podcast, just started listening to this show. If you guys need a show to roast, try the Drew Lane show. It's a old man cobbling a living in his basement with a couple of flunkies.
Sounds like something we can totally goof on. I'm in.
He can afford a couple of flunkies.
Sounds like a 5-star.
Absolutely. Nice. And the last one coming in from Senor Stutcho says, idiotic. A man with weird feet and gnarled teeth gets on a show bi-weekly with a retired Nickelodeon star, sometimes guest hosts with a sometimes a guest host from his conceited little world, a man with no shoulders, and women, and then he makes fun of people with talent. 1 star. Love you, Chris.
I'm going to guess Chris got that up to 5 stars.
Yeah.
There
Chris
you
is
go.
really holding the show together in the reviews.
Beautiful. Well, that's excellent. Thank you all for reviewing the show. It does help the algorithm. It helps the platforms know what's up, what they should be pushing out to their listeners and viewers. We have some voicemails, but before we do that, Adam, you're on another podcast these days.
That's right. I've been working on a true crime podcast with Ryder Strong called The Red Weather, based on a true story that happened to him when he was younger, living in a commune in Southern California. I highly recommend it wherever fine podcasts are streamed.
All right. We'll have a link there in the description if you're looking for that.
Yes,
but
please
yes, Red Weather is the name of the show. Annie, what are you up to?
I haven't been up to a lot this morning. I was supposed to go live with my weekly roundup and internet issues. But if you want to watch my successful streams, go to my YouTube channel, Insanity, INSANNEITY, on YouTube.
Excellent. Go subscribe over there. Adam, everyone can see the L. Ron Hubbard
sorry.
book you're reading.
Shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there's
Fuck.
a lot of rumors about
Green screen, my green screen.
a lot of rumors about Scientology.
Just-
I'll plug the fact that I do a show with Blind Mike called Dabbleverse Live. It's on Thursdays. This Thursday's going to be on at 3 p.m. And you know where we're going to do it? Mike's channel, because my channel is not up right now. So I'm going to go over to Blind Mike's channel for the second week in a row. And we got Shmuel Buckman coming on, and we'll do our weekly roundup of all things that are going on in the Dabbleverse, all the important things that are going on in the Dabbleverse. And you can subscribe to Dabbleverse Live wherever you listen to podcasts. It's the old WATS feed. But if you need it, look for Dabbleverse Live and you'll find it.
Is there banter?
There is banter.
Okay.
Nice.
It's the best banter in the business. If I'm being modest.
You're not.
But also honest.
Okay. I'll take it.
Fair enough. We have voicemails. And, of course, this segment is the Gary and San Diego voicemail segment.
It's a bunch of crap. Swing and a miss. Rock and rolla.
Rock and roll, Gary. We miss you, buddy.
You know, since Stuttering John recently just shit his pants on stream, I think we need to bring back the all-time parody classic of John Will Turn Your Bed Sheets to Brown. Let me know your thoughts.
That's such a great parody song.
I forgot about that.
Yes, and I was looking for it.
So good.
I was looking for it. I couldn't find it, but I did find this, which is also fantastic.
So soft when it should be hard. What'd you expect from a drunk retard? Why couldn't it be a fart? On bed sheets he'll splatter. Never open my ass that way. He's making art the Jackson Pollock way. It's not turds, no, it's just spray. On bed sheets he'll splatter.
That was a fun one. I enjoyed that.
And please don't judge too harshly. It's 6:20 p.m. on Thursday. I was listening to the Drew Lane podcast and they went to a commercial break, I paused it and I said out loud to myself in my humble apartment that I share with a cat, I said, please God, let there be a fucking WATP show. And I paused, Drew, and I refreshed, and there's WATP. You fucking got me. I'm fucking got.
You're all in.
It took 10 years and over 600 episodes, multiple satellites orbiting, but bravo, great work. Keep it up, guys. Pat on the back.
Thank you very much. Thanks for
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, thanks for being here with us. We appreciate it. You guys know that I had some mixing board issues, which is why producer Chris wasn't with us live last time. I have a brand new mixing board. And you notice anything about it there, Chris? It's exactly the same as my old one.
Exactly.
It's exactly.
Carl, your mixing board blew up. Opie's mixing board doesn't blow up. John's mixing board doesn't blow up. My mixing board doesn't blow up. Is it because we don't have mixing boards? Maybe, but you sound like a real loser. All right, chill.
It's true. If I didn't have a mixing board, it wouldn't break.
Yeah.
That's on me.
It's got you there.
This one's for you, Adam.
Hey, Carl, Ronnie in Syracuse. Love the show. About the Wednesday show featuring Adam Bush. How come you guys didn't address, or hope you will address, what's going on with his mouth? Did he come from the dentist and get shot up with Novocaine, and so he can't talk properly? Are his dentures loose? I hope not. Or perhaps did he do the Lenny Dykstra thing where somebody punched his teeth out so that he could provide better oral pleasure to his male friends? I'm just wondering. Inquiring minds would like to know. Don't call me back.
Comment?
You can choose between two answers. Gay or not gay?
So
I'm going gay.
It's the Lenny Dykstra thing. That's what you're saying. Got it.
Honestly, and no one will ever believe me, but I couldn't run it through Google Chrome, which you normally do. So I had to run it through Safari, which fucked with the sibilance and wasn't using the mic right, and I couldn't fix that. So I had to go get Canary Google, which meant I had a faulty Google Chrome.
We had so many tech issues last week. It was so obnoxious. But hey, look at us. We're back. Everything's working, except for YouTube. Wee.
Yeah, just in time.
2026 sucks.
And I'm back to sounding normal.
Chipper here, Carl Seaburger. What are you made of, man buns or something?
Oh, Chip is chipping me. It's pretty good. Oh, this is a wild one. We played on our Saturday show, our weekend show. What's her name? Frenchie Hanna was doing that cookie review.
Yeah.
And she puts the cookies in the refrigerator for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Carl, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, I tried to give you some good face time to prove yourself, but last straw. Cookies straight out of the oven instead of, you know, nice and hard and crusty and crunchy. You are gay, aren't you?
Am I in the minority here? Do people want crunchy cookies? Do you want soft, warm cookies?
I want them right out of the oven preferred. Otherwise, I'll take them out of the fridge later. But otherwise, definitely straight out of the oven.
Yeah. Preferred.
Yes.
You want them. Okay. Adam?
Or a cookie, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. I thought I was losing my mind for a second. What's going on here? Do I not know anything about the world?
Hey, your guest there on the Chrisley show there,
Jody B.
He's a fucking retard.
Yep.
When you were talking about Todd Chrisley being a fucking fag, he goes, "No, Carl, he's not a fag. He's not gay. That's just, he's like, he loves pussy, like Lindsey Graham. That's just how they talk. His example of a straight Southern man is Lindsey fucking Graham, the biggest faggot in the government. What the fuck is he thinking? I don't know who's a bigger faggot, Todd Chrisley, Lindsey Graham, or your guest. Later."
Is that his campaign slogan?
Jody B is defending himself in the chat. He has 5 kids. Right, because gay guys never have kids. He got you good on that one, Jody B. Just accept it.
WATP. Something I'm listening to the emergency episode finally, and something that no one is talking about But what the hell is up with Opie's pronunciation of words? He's lisping a lot. Lisping a lot. He lisped in the clips he played. He lisped like 6 times. I just did it right there. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. I think the Yorkshire is probably wearing dentures. So, I don't know, something I've noticed. And you have to remember on the Opie and Anthony show, he always used to talk dental problems. So, I think the Yorkshires got the dentures. Anyways, later.
Adam, what are your thoughts about that? You're on the Opie beat.
I mean, I know he speaks in those funny voices because he can't handle his emotions and he needs to get them out.
Mhm.
And lately, he's been punch drunk. He acts like Stuttering John. When people insult him, he like recoils. They hit him in the face. They do, and he feels it, and he comes back even more squinched. And it's like there's a lot of tension going on there. It's a downward spiral, and his voice is the first tell.
He's not wearing dentures. His bottom teeth are horrendous. So those are real.
Yeah, those are some shitty Chinatown dentures he got.
Right. If someone said I was wearing dentures, I'd be like, where do you think I'm shopping for dentures?
Yeah, right. Why would I
Where'd
do
you get that
You are-
prosthetic leg? It's gorgeous.
Just imagine if this fucking idiot, Stuttering John, if you could get him to go to any event, I don't matter what it is, but say if, I bet you we'd come up with $10,000 for this fucking idiot.
Mhm.
We would give a couple thousand advance if he showed up. But you know Stuttering John, he gonna say yes, and then something's gonna happen. But that motherfucker said, what do you think? Come on, realistically, 10,000? Say 2 or 3 from Drew Lane, a couple from you. Fuck that for me.
Spending
And
my
some
money.
other motherfuckers. And you got 10 grand. But what the fuck's up with this guy? He is a retard.
He was offered $10,000 by Patrick Melton to come do the thing he wanted to do, that he wanted to pay for to do, which is punch Tukey in the face.
For $500.
He was going to pay Tukey $500.
Yeah.
Patrick says, I'll give you $10,000 and I'll fly you out and put you up.
Deal's off.
No.
John hated that idea.
I'll find my own way.
$100,000's not enough.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I want someone to start a show on YouTube, never have John on as a guest, but watch clips of his show and just praise him. Just praise him so he can not strike that channel for doing the exact same thing and not want it to go away.
That's a funny idea. It'd be like when he was listening to Nick Mullen praising Tom Myers. Yes. Like, this guy's the best broadcaster of all time. We should maybe do that. That's
It's our
funny.
third rewatch of the Dookies. And
Oh, listen to this. This is nonsensical. Where do we play the clip of Keanu crying watching Green Day playing at the Super Bowl? Was that on Point Dabble Point, maybe?
it might have been.
Was that the emergency show?
I don't think so. I think
No.
we covered
all right,
I
then
just
yeah.
saw it
Saturday
on
or
Dabblers.
Dabbling Live.
So, yeah. So Keanu's watching Green Day. For some reason, she filmed herself crying while she was watching it on TV and posted it on the internet, which is really not a great look.
Carl Deluxe, I gotta defend Kiki. Can't believe I'm doing it, but if next year at the Super Bowl, Ween was up there, Beverly Hills, that's where you'd be crying like a baby.
Producer Chris, can you explain what's wrong with that, please?
It's Weezer, not Ween, and neither of them played.
Ween would not be playing Weezer's song Beverly Hills, but that's very funny. I'm hoping he did that on purpose.
They do some funny covers, but
Beverly Hills is like the worst song ever written.
Agreed.
I lost all respect for Weezer. I had very little respect for them going into it.
I know.
That song is garbage. Adam, thoughts on Beverly Hills by Weezer?
Say it ain't so.
Yep, exactly. Oh, we haven't heard from this person in a while. Tony Michaels calling into the show.
Hey, Kevin. Tony Michaels here. It's been a while, Kevin. But calling you a duck kind of lost its shine when steel toes out there licking a man's jizz and handing over his wife's. You may be toothy, but you're not that much of a duck. That's kind of sucked to lose my gutter done, though. Anyway, you bounce back, Kevin. You turn the tables on your wife. taking back your dignity and manhood by taking dick. That takes a set of balls. Slapping against your ass cheeks, you 2 feet queer. That ain't it. That ain't it. Anyway, congratulations, Kevin. Congratulations to you and Madam Bush for prancing your way out the closet. That's got to be the first Bush you've pounded since glycerine. Drive in, drive out, drive through.
Thank you. Good to hear from him. All right. I miss Tony Michaels. I miss his drive-through videos.
Another win for the club.
Rust in peace. Did Point Devil Boy get struck while it was live? Yes, it sure did. It is only on Rumble right now. And Shuey got struck again last night. It's just nonstop strikes happening. A lot of fun. Tomorrow, Devilverse Live, I'll be on Blind Mike's channel. Friday, I'm telling Patrick to take over this little piggy again because I can't do it on my channel. Saturday, we'll be back on Rumble for all you fine folks who support us on Patreon and Supercast. I'll get the link out to you. You can watch our Saturday show live. Of course, everything will be out as audio podcasts. Monday, I'll let Shuli take Point Devil Point again. And then Tuesday, maybe we'll be back on YouTube. That'd be fun. That's the goal. Anyway. Oh, the one pun's coming in on supertip.gg/WATP. He says, when do you start the sirens and play Erica 5 times?
Now?
What's that a reference to?
Steel Toe, Erica, the Nazi,
Oh,
the Nazi
that's
music, the Nazi love song or whatever it is.
I didn't know the name of it. I'm an idiot. I should be begging for the goal, shouldn't I? Do we have any Rumble rants, speaking of Steel Toe?
Nothing new.
Nothing new? What about Streamlabs?
We made the goal.
How's PayPal looking? Son of a bitch.
Coupons.
I'll take it all. God damn it.
I gotta go. Bye. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Go fuck yourselves. Have a good week.
Man, that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
I enjoyed that.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Bye.
All right, ready to roll the credits?
Yep. All right, guys.
Bye.
Until
Chad.
next time. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
You look like a man who needs help satisfying his wife.